Hi everybody, I think we're live now. We're live now. Oh yes we are.
We're live?
Yes.
We're live. I was literally about to do
Stop
my...
Olden. No more Olden.
No more
Now
Olden.
we can...
No old.
I was literally about to do my last minute nose blow, so I'll have to do that on stream.
I told you, don't make me laugh.
Your nose what? Nose clear?
He's gonna
Nose blow. Like
Nose
you blow
blow.
your nose.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, blow his nose.
Hi guys.
Hi everybody. Hi. Welcome
hi,
to
hi.
Sick Stream, where we are sick.
We are mostly
That's what we
okay and well, but at the same time, not much really.
Where Kirsty? Kirsty's too sick. She's too sick to be here.
She went too far. She went too far. We've barely managed to hang on, honestly. Rythian's got like the perfect narration voice going on.
Got a good narration voice. So that'll hold.
I'm still... Nilesy so tiny. That's because Nilesy looks like garbage. Because
Nilesy was asking us, can I have push to talk on OBS? Is that possible?
Because so we all have Yog Plague. We're all very ill.
We all have the Yog Plague.
And
we don't know who gave it to us. There are suspicions about who was plague.
There are some suspicions.
Zero, yeah.
But it's not confirmed.
There are some suspicions. So today we're going to be playing Final Fantasy.
They all know.
No, we're not.
No, sorry.
Fantasy.
Today we're going to be playing Fighting Fantasy, and we are going to be narrated by Rythian.
That's me. I'm the narrator, or the DM, the reader. I'll be playing Lewis in this version.
Yeah.
He's the only one who
so
had
that
the
means
decency to conceal his sickness with makeup. You know, I have no fucking patience for trying to make myself look better. Like, you came to this stream, you get to enjoy my pale face. Just fucking, fuck you, basically.
This wasn't even an attempt at that. This was just, Mousy showed me the way earlier on this week, and I thought, I like that. I even had Simon telling me, I like that too. It's just like, okay, you know what? I'll dress up again for Simon.
I've always said that more guys should use makeup.
I think it looks
look
great.
really cool.
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
I'll tell you what, it works really good on webcam. Doesn't work so well if you saw me face to face over an iPhone.
I think it's a really nice look. But so I'm going to just tell you guys, I wasn't planning on talking much either today because, I was just going to be doing the drawing. So it's mostly going to be, your man Rythian kind of leading the charge here with the book.
Me.
And then Breeh doing the things, and I'll obviously be chipping in here and there. This is not because I'm ill, it's just because this was the plan. This was Boba's idea. Boba's idea on Discord, so, well done, Boba. Boba's idea. Boba's idea, give her a hands up.
We get to blame her.
No, Boba's idea, give her a clap for Boba, because it was Boba's idea. Yeah, clap for
Tell you the story about the book. So we had the book, and then Lewis was like, all right, we'll pick out a book for you. Which one do you want to play? And I'm like, and he gave me a couple of ones, and like, that one, I guess? And then he said, no, you should use this one. This is the newest one. So, okay, why did you even ask? And then he was going to send it to me. But then, of course, I was down in Bristol. So I was there. I just grabbed the package, and I've had it since. Just brought it with me home, so I didn't have to trust the post service.
I also thought he said that every single one that you kept on choosing was one he said, oh, I was going to use that one.
Oh, yeah, what's the book?
The book is called Secrets of Salamonis.
I do like Salamander. Will they be featuring?
Well, there's a...
Or salmons?
I don't even know. Like a skeletal-looking snake horse on the front. I don't know, man. Traveling to the ancient city of Salamonis to make your fortune, you must decide whether to join the strong arms guarding the merchant caravans that crisscross Alancia, or study at the famous halls of learning. Will you enter Bufonfen in search of Cauldron weed, or rid King Salomon's mine of the pests that plague it? Will you bring Cardinal Zin to justice, or set off in search of the horn of the black unicorn? And just who is the shivering man? That's me. And what does he have to do with the mist? Breeh made me promise not to make him laugh. I'm really sorry. And what does he have to do with the mystery of the screaming sky? It is down to you to uncover the secrets of Salamonis. May your stamina never fail.
All right.
Of stamina
I think
failing.
I think we can use the horn of the black unicorn to give us extra stamina.
Probably.
Yeah, I think I'll do it. Just grind up a bit.
Secrets of Salmonella. Let's
Salmonella.
get started.
No, that was the last stream, Nilesy.
Oh, was it? Oh
The
god.
previous stream. Yeah, that was the salmonella.
The undercooked pizza. The secrets of salmonella.
Breeh is slightly quiet. Breeh, up your mic a wee bit, would you? It'll be easier for you to do it than for me to do it.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
Don't overdo it though.
Yeah, so, yeah, Nilesy using paint. Indeed. So, thank you everybody for joining us. We'll see how this goes.
Actually.
I will be drawing. Rythian will be reading. Breeh will be playing. We were supposed to have Kirsty here, but Kirsty thought, well, she said, she was like, wait, on stream? And I was like, yeah, and she said, fuck those guys. I fucking hate chat and streaming.
Wow.
I'm just not going to show up. And I was like, whoa, Kirsty, that's a fucking hot take.
That's funny.
And then,
that's not what I remember,
and then
but I mean, I wasn't there, I guess.
I said, do you have anything to say to chat? And then she just started squatting. So
She does powerful squats.
her answer
they
was
would
literal
to
squats.
scoot. She scooted.
She was scooting all over the place, and honestly, she might still be scooting today. I don't know.
She told us she drove her car
How
home.
would she
I don't
have
believe so.
the
I think she
physical
scooted all
energy
the way
to
home.
scoot? I can barely walk. I'm so tired.
We can all
Doesn't
do a
help that I
scoot.
basically broke my foot, and I didn't break my foot, but I pulled a muscle in my heel in Bristol the second to last day. I've been like staggering through airports like an old man, and then today, fucking hell. And then today I had to go pick up a package, and on the way home I slipped on the fucking ice and fell over.
Oh, what the hell,
Chat,
man?
I'm a mess. I'm such a mess.
Yes,
I'm
but don't
basically
worry.
half dead.
We don't know who to blame for this. We don't know who to blame.
Sorry? Hello?
We don't know who
you're
to blame for
breaking
this, right?
Oh, did you press
Oh yeah,
the
we
button?
don't know what to blame for this. No,
We don't know
even though
for
we saw a
sure.
name
Who
pop
knows?
up on
We
Who
don't know
could
for
tell?
sure who's the bad guy.
Anyway,
Alright, we are going to set up the starting scores. And this one we start with set stats.
Okay.
So our skill score is going to be the initial skill. Like that can change as it goes, but it needs to be very specific things if we ever go above the initial skill. So we might want to remember what we started with. Anyway, our skill is 6.
We could just have like pluses, can't we? Plus or minus.
our skill is 6.
Yeah. And our stamina is 12.
Oh, that's a lot of stamina.
You're fucked. We'll find out, I guess. We'll find out.
What was the skill 6? Oh god.
Our luck is also 6.
Okay.
So skill reflects our swordsmanship and fighting expertise. They spell expertise with a Z. How very American.
I was kind of hoping that luck would make up for the skill.
How much money do we have?
Nothing.
Okay.
We have nothing. So mechanics, the way it works is that when we go up against an enemy, we find out the enemy skill and stamina. And then you roll both dice, once for the creature to add to its skill, and then you roll both dice for you and add to the skill. And then
So
if you have higher than them, you wound it. If they have higher than you, they wound you.
just to double check, we have 0 money.
Correct. We have nothing.
Okay, so that means all the money lies with everybody watching us right now in chat, and if they felt like, they could give that money to the Jingle Jam.
So what I was
charity.
thinking is, this is going to be pretty hard. So I was
Oh, yeah,
thinking,
yeah, we'll
if
skip it,
chat
charity, you're
wants
right.
chat wants to help Breeh, we could see about getting some
Oh.
decent goals to give him extra lives and perhaps extra luck and so on. So
Okay.
that's something to think of, like, because otherwise, gonna end pretty badly. Because these are notoriously difficult, and we want to do what we can.
Let's get started.
I don't know.
Let's get started. So this starts in medias res. Do you guys know what that is?
No, should we? Is that
Yes,
from something?
No, it's a term. It's a narrative term. It means you start in the middle. Like you start in the middle when everything is going on.
Will this give us
Rather
time
than
to
sort of
design
knowing
the
what's going
character?
on. Well, I figure you can just design the character while we do the first scene.
Okay.
Okay. So Breeh, if you can go ahead and tell us a little bit of what your character looks like.
Okay, so where exactly? So we're just starting in the middle. We haven't got like an inkling of what this town is or where it's situated.
You are literally starting in the middle of a cave.
Oh, middle of a cave.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, at
Okay.
least. It doesn't say anything about starting in a thing, so...
Okay.
I'll read the intro. So, what do we do with it? Stick it? The voice is deep, gruff, and menacing, and no doubt belongs to a large creature of some kind. A language user, so possessed of some intelligence, but probably none too friendly by the sounds of it. Instinct warns you to avoid whoever, or whatever, has started this conversation. Although the light is dim, your eyes soon become accustomed to the darkness. You are in a large cavern, lit only by the soft light from glowstones. An unpleasant smell hangs in the air. It is the smell of decaying food. It's from the previous stream. The entrance lies a short distance away, but to reach it, you will doubtless have to face the creature that calls the cave home. It is then that you notice a roughly made wooden door in the wall of the cave to your right. Hungry, comes the second voice. Eat! That is not what you wanted to hear. What's more, there are at least 2 creatures in the cave with you. However, the second voice sounded a little softer and not as fearsome as the first. The creatures do not appear to be aware that you are awake. That is the way you would like it to stay. But you're curious to know what you're dealing with. Your wrists and ankles have not been bound, so you get to your feet and tiptoe quietly around the edge of the cave. You peer around a large boulder, and there before your eyes is one of the most bizarre creatures you have ever seen. An ogre itself would have been a fearsome sight, but this one has 2 heads. A 2-headed ogre. A rare and dangerous beast indeed, especially when both heads are angry at the same time with each other. Your adventure awaits. May your stamina never fail.
So let me get this right. There is a 2-headed ogre, and there are also 2 doors, or was only 1 door? Because I'm worried there's going to be one of them tells the truth, one of them tells a lie, and I'm going to hell.
Well, maybe you'll find out, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I'll twirl my magnificent curly mustache that my character has.
Okay.
As I'm looking around the environment.
I'll give you options of what to do soon, by the way, but this is a good time for you to talk about your character.
I did hear a second softer voice, did I not?
You get the feeling, and from you can understand, is that the 2 voices you heard were the heads.
With the ogres,
the 2 heads talking with each other.
All right. I'll take the parrot hat off of my head, and with a magnificent and low bow, I will talk to the 2 ogres and try to address the nice head.
Okay. As you ready yourself to have a discussion with them, you finish overhearing the rest of their conversation. Hungry, one head says gruffly, looking scornfully at the other. Branish, eat too much. Fat belly, wench. The ogress is clearly taken aback by this outburst. He fixes the other with a glare that could melt ice. You drink too much orc ale. Wake up with sore head. Not me who make head sore. You drink all night and fight. Franish not want drinking or fighting. Wake up in jail. Manish is disgrace. Ah, you not clean cave. Home messy. Bones on floor. Twigs, loincloth, hobbit carcass. All over fur skin sleep blanket. Cave stinks. If Manish put things away where they belong, Franish not fight over clean cave. The argument is in full flow now, and it looks like it could turn into an angry clubbing match any moment. So, what do? Here are your options. You can wait for the ogre to exhaust itself, battling with itself. You can try to creep quietly around the edge of the cave and make for the exit. You could make a dash for the entrance. You could draw your sword and attack the brute. Or you could try the door on your right.
Well, my initial thought was that
to chat with them.
To chat with them, because as the swab hand of my pirate ship, the lowest rung of the ladder, I can clean up. They talk about a messy cave. I could have cleaned up the cave for them.
Are you a cleaner?
So I guess talk to them. Well, I mean, do a bit of everything, swabbing the decks, swabbing decks. Just
since that is not one of the, talking with them is not an initial option.
One of them.
What we'll do is that we'll cut off the 2 options that imply you being stealthy. So those are not an option anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to attack them. So what options does that leave you with?
Then your option is making a dash for the entrance or trying the door to your right. If you don't want to be stealthy, and if you don't want to draw your sword, then those are the options.
I'll try the door to my right.
Okay. And are you asking them anything in particular?
I thought I couldn't ask them anything. Oh, I shouldn't.
Well, no, that's not
anything.
one of the options. But I'm a DM. I can roll with it. Yeah.
I'll ask them. You know, is there any? Is that the only loincloth that they have? Is the other one in need of a good scrubbing?
We need more loincloths, says one. You shit in last one. It happens. Was long day. Oh,
I did wonder what that
Manish
smell
be,
was.
etc. Manish is filthy, and Vanish is angry. They are very much continuing talking. They have noticed you, and they did respond, but they are still very much talking to themselves. Okay, you go to open the door. Beyond is a small chamber in which there is a stone cot. Sitting up in the cot, gurgling contentedly, is the ugliest baby you have ever seen. It is also the biggest baby you've ever seen.
That's
It is clearly the ogre's offspring. It is playing with a handful of coins. On the other side of the baby's cave is the entrance to a tunnel. A cold breeze blows from this passageway. Maybe it leads outside. If you want to leave via the tunnel straight away, you can. But if you want to try to take the coins the baby's playing with, you can try that as well.
Is this ogre baby bigger than me or comparable size to me? Would you think?
I will say that it's a large-ass baby, but not quite the size of a human being.
But it's got some. It's knowing babies, they've got some like meaty-looking arms comparable to like their body size. So I'll ignore the coins and I'll just make for the where
You're
the
just
cold
gonna
breeze is
piece the
coming
hell
from.
out. All right.
Yeah.
Following the tunnel does indeed lead you to the way out. Your pounding footsteps echo from the cave walls. Then you hear the surprised shouts and grunts of the ogre as it realizes you're getting away, followed by the stomping footsteps as it sets off after you. With the two-headed ogre in hot pursuit, you sprint out of the cave, passing a small figure crouched just inside the entrance. The little man is dressed in bright green clothes and has pointed ears, bright orange hair, and a wicked grin on his face. Mind how you go, he says with a cheery wave as you run past him.
I knew you'd have that voice. I just knew you
Turn
had
to
that voice.
211. I've met Potato now. I know how he talks. So
Yeah.
What did you meet? A small Irish man?
a leprechaun. This. A
leprechaun.
small
It's a
man in
leprechaun.
green clothes and orange hair.
Yeah. He hasn't got the hat yet, but he probably does.
Yeah. Outside the cave, dusk is falling, and the shadows are thickening between the trees. As you're wondering which way to go, your ears prick up. In the far distance, you can hear a high-pitched screeching sound. Something wicked this becomes, says a voice at your feet. It's the little man again. He has followed you out of the cave. The sound is getting closer. You look up at the darkening sky, peering into the night in the hope that you might catch sight of whatever animal is making the noise. It must be some kind of animal. What is coming? You turn to ask your strange companion, but he has vanished. The sound is getting very loud now. It is more like a screaming than a screeching, and you cover your ears against the terrible din. You are filled with a dreadful fear, and, not really knowing what you're doing, start to run. The trees press in on you from every side, while the noise is so loud now as it is if the whole sky is screaming. And then, in the darkness, you hit your head on a low branch.
Ow. No.
Are you an experienced runner?
I mean, I've got good legs, you know, good sea legs, and, you know, if I'm going to be dodging branches and roots and things like that, I think so.
True. It was just too dark and you were just too panicked, so...
Yeah. And
I've
I've hit my head many times on, like, you know, some lumber anyway, so I know the feeling of a branch.
That's
a branch
fair,
or
that's
two.
fair. You don't know how long has passed, but eventually you open your eyes slowly. Your head is aching, and the bright sunlight isn't helping. Bright sunlight?
It's like me in real life going outside.
It's you in real life, yeah.
What's that bright orb in the sky?
Bright sunlight? But night was falling just a moment ago. What's going on? Where are you? Anyone know this passenger? Comes a voice from nearby. That was a nasty crack on the head. Thank the gods you're all right. The same can't be said for your backpack. You feel the splash of water on your face, and your vision comes into focus at last. You're in a longboat, and one of several passengers by the look of things. It wasn't a branch that hit you on the head. It was one of the oars. Now you lose 1 stamina point.
No. Oh God. Okay. Always losing points. That's what I've always gathered from watching these.
Yeah.
You
You've
never
been
gain
dreaming.
points. You just lose them.
Yeah, it's true. There will be ways to recover, apparently. As
Yeah,
your vision
I'm sure.
clears, so does your mind, and suddenly you know where you are. Your journey began 12 days ago. You left your home, having saved enough to pay for the voyage eastwards to the fabled kingdom of Salamonis. This was a journey first by camel-drawn caravan across the windward plains, and then aboard a fleet of cargo-bearing longboats moored on the Whitewater River. Perhaps it was a little foolhardy, traveling alone at your age. Indeed, you were almost tempted to turn back on the 7th day as you left the plains and boarded one of the boats.
What did we lose? 1
In the
stamina?
confusion, you lost 1, so you're now down to 11.
Okay.
We will remember that 12 was the initial stamina.
Yeah.
In the confusion, your backpack and all its contents were lost, or perhaps stolen. You may never know the truth. You hold out a faint hope that you will be reunited with your backpack and its contents once again. Perhaps it will turn up in Salamonis. Okay, I need to blow my nose. Hold on.
I mean, that's if those orcs didn't get. Oh, sorry, ogres didn't give it to the baby to play with. That was my coins the baby was playing with, probably. I remember that. All 5,000 gold.
Well,
Or
the real
something like
question
that. I don't know
is-
what
This is a lot more intense than I thought it would be, but I'm here for it.
The real question is, was the ogre even real? Or was that just a dream?
Oh, I see. It smelled real. You can't imagine those smells. They
That's
were
fair.
horrendous. The shit
That's
in
fair.
that thing's diaper, and then the shit in the loincloth as well.
Maybe you shit
You have
yourself.
alerts on still, Nilesy, by the way.
Oh God, it was me, wasn't it? Quick, can I do a pants check?
Pants check. You have pants. Confirmed for pants.
No poop in them.
No poop. The pack contains some personal items of sentimental value. In particular, your favorite book, Longbeard's Legends of the Windward Plains.
Oh,
There was also a short sword given to you by your grandfather. A change of
Oh.
underwear, your mother insisted.
Wait, 1
You
second.
personal...
1 second. Just gonna get rid of that noise. Okay, right. So inventory. Is this inventory?
Yeah, it's empty.
this is lost inventory.
This is
so-
Oh,
what
this is
was
lost
in the-
inventory. Right.
Yeah.
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 Continue.
My mother's pants that she insisted.
No, it's your pants. But she insisted you brought a change.
Right. Oh, I got
A
excited.
few
then.
personal mementos and all the money you had in the world. Admittedly, it wasn't a lot, but now you are penniless. Your only remaining possessions, here we go,
Oh.
are the clothes you're wearing, and you have had nothing to eat for 3 days. Your mother
Okay.
would weep to see you in such a state. But you were determined to reach your destination. After all, your father was firm that you should get yourself an education, and the city is famed throughout the world as a center of learning. You were enchanted long ago by the tales of Salamonis and its great riches, which your beloved Uncle Bunkle...
Uncle Bunkle. Okay, all right.
Uncle Bunkle...
Uncle Bunkle. So far, all I have are the clothes that I'm wearing and nothing else.
Yeah.
That's my possessions, right?
That's true. We just have Uncle Bunkle. Which your beloved Uncle Bunkle would read to you from Longbeard's book. But since the book disappeared with your backpack, all you have left is your memories of those wonderful stories. Of course, you knew each tale from start to finish. The heroes, the creatures, the treasures, and the dangers. But you wanted to see the places described within them for yourself. To follow your dream. For you,
Really did.
there was no turning back.
Not even on that 7th day will I turn back. I thought it, but I was never going to do it. Sorry, Mum.
It is mid-afternoon when you finally arrive at Whitewater Landing, Salamonis' west port. There's a nice picture here. I don't want to pull the thing up too much, but
That's a lot of people.
yeah.
Oh, big people.
Well, just a
Scary
quick look. I know you can't really see chat, but it's something. Nilesy will draw. It's no big deal. He'll draw the entire scene with millions of people.
Oh,
It's mid-afternoon when you finally arrive at Whitewater Landing, Salamonis' west port. As the longboat slows and prepares to dock, the quay becomes a hive of activity. Miscellaneous wharf rat types appear from nowhere to attend to the boats. Ragged porters bustle about on the gangplanks, offering to carry luggage into town, mend leaks, or swab the decks. Stevedores are an unkempt lot, generally wearing well-used clothing and worn-out sandals. They busy themselves, trying to find some way of making a few coins from the new arrivals. Enough to feed themselves, or, more likely, enough to drown their sorrows in the nearest inn. Nice.
He's getting to them. He's getting to all the characters.
Yeah. We're in there. Those who are not capable of physical work become beggars. Indeed, beggars on makeshift crutches are all around the docks. They are infuriatingly persistent, hopping awkwardly alongside their victims with non-stop jabber and pleading like a swarm of stingflies. They have learned that if some victims are reluctant and do not make a donation straight away, just annoying them will usually get the same result in the end. You have no luggage, so you are grateful you do not have to deal with the porters.
Exactly.
You disembark from the longboat along with your fellow travelers, a flatlands barbarian by the name of Nanak, and a rotund herbalist who goes by the name of Healing Hands.
Ooh.
No,
Okay, I'm going to need a second for that one.
Healing Hands. Okay.
So,
You're gonna
can you,
draw
Hans.
so
He's
can you
German.
give me an idea about these characters again? What have you got? What are they?
Are
At
they
least
gonna
I
be-
managed to mute before I sneezed.
Yeah. will
we
these
got
characters
the
be
Flatlands
Toadmans?
barbarian whose name is Nanak.
Okay.
All right, Breeh, what do you think? What do they look like? Also, the rotund herbalist named Healing Hands.
Oh yeah, so the rotund herbalist called Healing Hands. Have you seen the animated Robin Hood? You know Friar Tuck and that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he's basically Friar Tuck. So he's got the brown garb with a little
Gotcha.
friar's rope around his waist. He's got the what's that hairstyle called? Like a crow's nest.
I've
or
done it.
something? Yeah, there we go. Well, you got to take out the very
Yeah, the
middle
classic,
at the top.
the classic monk
I've got-
hairstyle. Yeah.
I've got it. I've taken the chink out the middle.
Yeah.
I meant
well,
like
I was thinking
at
that-
the
like you
at
just have like
the real back
the
of the
bird's
head.
nest, the bird's nest. Well, that's fine too. Like that.
That's
works
fine.
too,
That's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Healing Hans or Healing Hands, depending on how you pronounce Hans.
Hans.
Then there's the Flatlands barbarian by the name
Oh,
of
I
Nanak.
see what you mean.
So sorry. The flat. You have to say this guy's name
Yeah,
again.
I do a dab to sneeze because you don't want to sneeze in your hands, right?
Mm.
We learned that during COVID.
Yeah, there we
Plus
go.
it's new already. There
It
we
kind
go.
of looks like he's
Healing
got
Hands.
some really cool sunglasses. Though.
Massively cool sunglasses. Yeah,
I like
that's
him.
Healing Hands. He's a good lad. Then we have the Flatlands barbarian by the name of Nanak. I bet you
Flatlands
he's a
Barbarian
beefy
by the
lad.
name of Nanak. Yeah. Tall as a mountain. Wearing a little loincloth, one shoulder pauldron, and then a strap that connects that down to his waistline as well. Big old pack.
Right. Okay. So loincloth.
Mountain for scale.
Very nice.
Yeah, loincloth, one pauldron,
One pauldron.
and then a strap that connects that pauldron to his waist.
Right. So I've done that the wrong way around. Right. Got it. Like that.
There we go. And what was his name again, Ruth?
Nanak. Nanoc.
Like Nanak, the polar bear.
Maybe.
Maybe some people know that one.
Nanook.
Nanook.
All right.
He
Well,
looks a bit like a Mountie.
a little bit, yeah. He's a Canadian barbarian.
Yeah, Canadian.
From now on,
barbarian.
he's a Canadian barbarian. Okay. The Flatlands is Canada, is what it is, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
No sooner
With
are
the
you
mighty
standing
boots.
on the quayside than a middle-aged man wearing voluminous robes hurries over to you. Would you be interested in a map of Salamonis? He asks. No visitor to our fine city should be without one. There is only one Sala coin each, after all. You explain that you lost your backpack on the way here and have no money to buy anything. How
Well, I
unfortunate.
mean, it sounds like it'd be a service, you know. These things begin out for free almost.
I mean, I don't...
How else
Well,
do you get around?
Well, of course, I must make a living. It is a business for me, but it is unfortunate, the man says, looking you up and down. You have an honest face and never let it upset at Rusnik Olsen. Abandoned anyone in need. I mean, what sort of welcome would that be to the greatest city in all of Alancia? So on this occasion, my information comes for free. A little local knowledge could prove invaluable. So, what would you like to ask the man about Salamonis? I have a couple of questions there available for you, if you would be interested. You can
Well, I
ask
mean, considering
if
we're
it's
starting an adventure, a tavern is always a good show, isn't it? Where the nearest
Okay.
tavern is.
Sure. We'll see if we can find the closest question to that.
Um,
I'll otherwise list the questions you have available, just so you have
Go
something
ahead.
to consider. Is it true the streets are paved with gold? That's one question. Where can someone new to the city find work? What coinage is used in Salamonis? Who is in charge? And can you tell me more about the great centers of learning? So in your case, asking about tavern, there's not really that, but like there is where can someone find work? So that could maybe be it.
yeah.
So let's go check what we have there
I'm
for.
actually intrigued by the whole learning malarkey.
The cities of learning. What are you going to ask first? About finding work
Where
or
can
the
I-
centers
where
of
can I-
learning?
Where can I trade my swordsmanship / skill?
I would suggest you visit the Adventurers Guild as soon as possible. The guild master is a retired adventurer himself. He posts up any jobs that are going on a board outside the front entrance. However, you will want to make sure you keep far away from the king's tax collector, Odious Pinchpenny. He has a habit of taking a little extra for his own operating costs. Where will I find him?
Pinchpenny.
Odious Pinchpenny. Where will I find him, you ask? Don't worry, my friend, Rosnik says with a chuckle. He'll find you. What do you want to ask him again? Did you want to go ask about the Great Centers for Learning?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Well-
I'll fix that noise, guys.
Bing bong.
How the fuck do I
Well,
fix that
the
noise?
Salamonis is renowned throughout all of Alancia for its ancient and extensive library. And of course, a few leagues from here, in the first of your, Vermithrax Moonchaser has his own school of magic. But I don't think he's taken on any new apprentices at present.
Fixed it.
If it's some basic magic you're after, I could teach you spelling. No, not that sort of spelling, as in magic spells. But if it's your combat skills you're looking to improve, there's no better way than to learn on the job with the strong arms, providing protection for one of the many merchant caravans that cross the plains. Then again, there are rumors of a training ground or testing ground, I'm not sure which, in the Forest of Spiders away to the north, but I wouldn't know about that.
So spy. No. Okay, did that give me any options? Because right now the training ground sounds pretty alright, but then what was it the strong arms? I like the sound of the strong arms.
You mentioned
Look
a
at the
couple
strong
of things,
arms.
yeah. At that moment, an elderly noblewoman and her entourage disembark from the fine bark on the quayside.
Milady.
Having an eye for a heavy tipper, Rusnik quickly bids you good luck and farewell, and bustles off to see if he can be of assistance to the noblewoman, waving a handful of maps to attract her attention. It's probably wise to leave the Whitewater landing area as soon as possible. You are still curious about the docks and the people who make a living here. A makeshift marketplace has already sprung up, and traders are bawling their wares to the customers. What good is a market to you if you don't have any money? Well,
Exactly.
you don't have a city map, so we're going to page 454.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Could have got one. Maybe.
You have two choices. You can either head into the city, or you can explore the docks, hoping to find a way to make some money, legally or otherwise.
Let's explore the docks. Let's
You wanna
illegally
explore
make
the
some
docks?
money.
You're
Yeah,
exploring the docks. Alrighty, we are exploring the docks.
I'm down to illegally make money.
Why not? Why not? You know. As you soon learn, this area is
Mother
actually
can't
called
see
the...
me now. That was
Yes,
a twirl of his mustache.
I see. As you soon learn, this area is actually called the Boondocks, since the goods and visitors that arrive here are considered a boon to the city. There are all manner of hawkers peddling goods and costermongers pushing their hand carts before them, crying, bread, fish, and meat pies, and vill de ha ett halsband? Ett vacker halsband för en vacker fisk. Fast fisk!
Excuse you?
Shout out to any Swede who knows what that's a reference to.
No. 1 pound fish. That's what it should be.
Okay, I see.
Come on, lady. 1 pound fish.
That was surprise Swedish. It's from the Swedish version of Aladdin, when Jasmine is walking through the marketplace. And there's one smooth one, she's like, would the lady like to buy a necklace? A very lovely. And then immediately there's someone who goes like, fresh fish. It was. I remember it being funny. Anyway.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you catch sight of a young urchin pushing his way through the crowd with a large backpack slung across his shoulders. Hang on, is that your backpack? You shout for the boy to stop, but instead he takes off into the mass of peddlers and the customers who are crowding the quayside. You set off in pursuit, but you soon lose him in the throng, only to run slap bang into a pair of burly guards wearing helmets and breastplates, bearing the arms of the Port Authority. Oi! Snaps the taller of the two. Look where you're going. Now's your chance. If you want to, you could try reporting the loss of your backpack to the guards. But if you just want to apologize and get out of there as quickly as possible, you can.
Report the backpack.
Okay, you'll be like,
The pants, my underpants.
Yeah, it's your underpants and your stuff.
And my grandfather's sword.
You say. Yeah, sirs, you say. During my voyage here, I lost my backpack and everything in it. Who should I report this to? Anyone you want, says the shorter of the two guards. It won't matter. No one will take any notice. And if they do find your pack, they'll most likely just keep it for themselves. Now move along, says the taller guard, giving you a shove. Losing your balance, you fall to the ground, grazing your knees, and you lose 1 stamina.
Lose a stamina, of course I do.
Rough.
Should have just apologized, then he wouldn't have shoved me.
Exactly. That's the thing. All
always,
law enforcement people are bastards.
That's what always upsets me about these kind of things is that, if I'd done the other thing, I wouldn't have lost out. If only I tried that instead of the sensible thing.
A lot of people can't handle that part of choose your own adventure. They're like, well, that was a mistake. Well, let me redo.
I'm augmenting your character now with a grazed knee.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
A good call.
No, a tiny little red spot.
Yeah,
when it came to like the choose your own adventures, I'd always go with my decisions, but if the page I read had game over, then I'd retcon that one decision.
Absolutely, yeah.
Eventually, I'd let it go, but yeah.
I'll also say that you're a little bit sadder because your knee hurts.
No,
that's true. Make him a little bit sadder face, yeah.
Not my knee.
However, now you are so close to the ground, you catch sight of a trinket that someone must have dropped.
Oh.
You're not sure if it's worth anything or if it's only of sentimental value. You decide to keep hold of it and pop it in your pocket just in case. Either with a mind of returning it to its owner in due course, or of selling it to a peddler yourself to raise some much-needed cash. Add the trinket to your equipment list.
Trinket.
Yeah. Like a little thing.
Do I sell it now, or do I keep it?
This is what your trinket looks like. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's a trinket, yeah. If it was any fancier, then I'd definitely sell it.
Yeah. Just make it small and put it in the inventory. There you go. The boondocks are populated by all manner of shady-looking characters, and animals too. Packs of hungry dogs and feral cats roam the area in search of scraps of meat. Suddenly a fight breaks out among the feral animals. A high-pitched screech rises and ends when a dog, clearly in pain, limps away from the fight, not far from where you're sitting.
Doggo.
You'd swear the animal issued a curse as it ran away, but no, you must have been mistaken. Dogs can't talk, can they?
I'm very good at drawing dogs, by the way.
I'm glad to hear it.
I wonder if it's Gaspode.
Oh, one day those bully boys will get what's coming to them, comes a gruff voice from behind you. You turn to see one of your companions from the longboat standing there. It's Nanak the Barbarian. They wouldn't treat a strong arm like that, that's for sure. There's no doubting Nanak's profession. With a powerful physique and a short temper, this mountain of a man strikes an imposing figure on the dockside. But his presence makes you feel slightly less anxious. You're sure that if you could tag along with him, you wouldn't run into much trouble. Though you may start to make small talk with the barbarian, asking him whether he's pleased to be in Salamonis. For the last 5 years, I've worked in strong arm and risen to the rank of captain, he tells you. My travels have taken me to the four corners of Valencia. When I was younger, I enjoyed the excitement of new sights, new places, new people. But now I just want an easier life. I have seen little of my wife, Tabata. It is time to settle down. Perhaps start a family. Salamonis is my home. I promised Tabata that after that last job, I wouldn't take on any more strong arm work. You're just starting out in the world, and Barbarian is looking to retire. Which way are you headed, he asks. If you're looking for adventure, you'll be wanting the Adventurers Guild. So, how are you going to reply? Are you saying that you are heading to the Adventurers Guild? Or are you looking for some work here at the Boondocks?
I'm not looking for work at the Boondocks. I want to follow this guy because he mentioned the strong arms. So I guess Adventurers Guild with him.
Okay. I'll walk with you then, says Nanak, and the two of you set off together into town, heading in the direction of the Sunrise Gate, leaving the hustle and bustle of the boondocks behind. As you walk, you ask the barbarian what life is like as a strongarm. He tells you that it was his job to keep convoys safe from marauding orcs and goblins. The longboat you arrived on was carrying miscellaneous sacks of cargo, including fine cloth and exotic foodstuffs. The hired strongarms were there to take on any pirates the boat might have encountered during the journey, using their bows, arrows, and swords to repel any attack. And that is what it means to be a strongarm, Nanak says. Keep the cargo safe, whatever the danger. You should keep it in mind if you ever find yourself short of money. Luckily,
Definitely short of money right now.
you had no unwelcome encounters during your journey to Salamonis. There's nothing for the guards to do besides tell stories, drink, and gamble. And it is the drinking and gambling that are often the ruination of the strongarms, not marauding orcs or goblins. They will either have gambled away their entire wages before they get home, leaving nothing for their families, or they will drink it away on their first night back. Such is the life of the strongarm. Aha! There she is, Nanak suddenly declares. Tabitha, over here! His wife waves to him from the crowds, as does a young boy holding her hand. In tears, she runs to Nanak and hugs him. Nanak embraces her in return, holding her in his powerful arms. And who is this young soldier? He asks, fixing the youngster with a quizzical look. Whose boy is this? Why, this is Ben Boy, replies Tabitha. Your son.
Ben Boy?
Ben Boy.
Ben?
Ben Boy is his name.
Not Tomboy. Tomboy would be maybe two on the nose. Poor old Ben Boy. Now you have to, you have to make giant woman, and then little Ben.
Little Ben Boy.
Little Ben Boy.
Ben Boy.
So he went off away while she raised little Ben Boy on her own.
It looks
He didn't even recognize him.
I mean, I wonder if he was basically just like, who is this handsome young man? Surely can't be my little boy. That sort of thing, maybe. I
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. Or maybe not. Because we'll find out as we go, I guess. Nanak
You
kneels
think she's
down
been playing away from home?
I mean, I wouldn't say yes, necessarily, but... Wow, she has a lot of arms.
No.
No, that's his curling around her, obviously.
I see, of course.
Yeah, she's swooning.
And then we have a tiny version. a tiny
Well, he's
Nanak,
very
aka
squat,
Ben
isn't
Boy.
he? Very squat.
Yeah. Nanak kneels down to face the boy. Hello, son, he says. I'm pleased to meet you, Da, says the child. With one hand around his wife's waist and holding his son's hand in the other, Nanak bids you farewell and sets off for home. As you go your separate ways, you hear Nanak ask, How old are you, Ben Boy?
42.
Comes the child's innocent reply.
42. I haven't seen
Do
you,
you-
Da.
Do you hear that, Tabitha? The barbarian laughs. The boy can't count. I've been away for 5 years, but he thinks he's 4.
Oh, wait, she is.
Oh my god.
She was. Quick,
Ben
make
Boy.
that hat blue.
Hold on, I'll fix
Ben
this.
Boy, Ben!
I'll fix this.
Maybe he's named after Ben, the child's real
Make
father.
Make little hands. Little hands. Little tiny hands.
No.
Yes. Little Ben Boy.
That's healing hands.
I'm not saying anything.
Great.
You now gain 1 Amanor point and turn to 99. Now I haven't explained Amanor points yet.
What? Yeah.
An Amanor point is basically fame and fortune in the world of Salamonis. Many people consider a high Amanor to be more valuable than gold and swear by it as an indication of genuine honesty. Amanor can be increased by performing daring feats of heroism, but can be decreased by behaving in dishonorable ways. So at the start, you had no reputation or fortune, so you had no Amanor score. But now you have 1. Amanor is
Okay.
spelled A-M-O-N-O-U-R.
A-M-O-N-O-U-R.
Amanor. Amanor.
Yeah.
A manure point, yes. IMMR, yes.
A manure point.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we got
Yeah.
a fame point by realizing that his wife was cheating on him.
I
Probably
don't
not
know what it
necessarily
is.
that
Huzzah!
part. Yeah.
We got to learn all about the strong arms and what they do, and he took
Is
us
he-
to the Adventurers Guild. Maybe
Is
that's
he gone
fame.
now?
I think
He left- he left with his
Nanak and
wife.
his family walked away, yeah.
Yeah.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Nanak, and Tabatha,
No.
and Ben Boy. Bye.
Save him away somewhere in the ether.
Yeah. Just in case we need to bring him back, I guess.
Thing is that we haven't even talked to Healing Hands, so I don't know who he is yet. He's just tagging along with us the entire time.
Well, we've not. He was on the boat, but we don't necessarily sure he's actually with us. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saved with the rest of the scrubs.
Yeah. Traveling eastwards along the Grand Parade, you pass a number of groups and locals engrossed in their own conversations. As you pass them, you offer a friendly smile, but most ignore you. Those who do acknowledge you give you an unwelcoming scowl in return. The Grand Parade, which is also known as the Golden Way, is a magnificent avenue, as befits such a wealthy kingdom. Golden Way is the main road through the center of the city. It is cobbled and lined with statues of the Grand Elders of Salamonis, past and present. The shops you see lining the road here sell luxury items, such as exotic cooking spices and beautiful ladies' gowns. But the most wonderful feature is not even apparent. In fact, that is what makes it so special. Whilst lesser towns consider an open sewer cleansed by rainwater to be quite an advancement beyond the dig and bury home latrine, the sewer in Salamonis is totally hidden away underground. No splashing, no unpleasant smells, no unfortunate accidents, resulting in someone falling into an active sewer. On top of that, the sewer is large enough for a man to stand up in, which could prove of military use in an emergency. A most ingenious idea by King Salomon the 57th. L is 50, right?
Salomon the Sewerus.
Any Roman experts in chat? L is 50, right?
Yep.
I think so.
L, yeah. C
Yeah.
is 100 then.
Yeah. M is 1,000.
Yeah.
Out of the corner of your eye, you catch sight of a gaunt-looking figure hobbling away down a side street. But what has attracted your attention is the fact that he's carrying a backpack that looks very similar to yours. There must be many adventurers in a place like Salamonis, all carrying their own packs, but if there's a chance it could be yours, surely you have to investigate. If you want to sit off down the side street after the skinny man, turn to 72. If you would rather keep heading along the Grand Parade, turn to 54.
Am I really gonna be chasing after everybody who's got a backpack at
Yep,
this rate?
it is. My backpack! No, actually, it's not mine. Oh.
Yeah.
My backpack!
All,
No,
all,
it's just-
all that ends up happening is that all of us have shopped at Yield Nike store, basically.
The
and
old
I'm thinking,
Nike backpack store, yeah.
yeah, and now everybody's backpack. Fuck. What was the other choice? Is either chase him or
The other
do what?
choice is ignore it and keep heading along the Grand Parade.
I'm not going down an alleyway. That's just a formula for losing more stamina. My knees acting up. I'm gonna carry on down the parade.
In an effort to make you feel better about the choices you made, I can tell you that had you followed, you would have lost 2 stamina points.
Hey,
But you didn't.
Thank you,
So now
thank
we
you.
move
That
on.
helps me.
Yeah, because I know you were upset. When you lost.
Yeah.
Now you didn't lose. You can consider it. You can consider it a gain.
About again, yeah. It's been a
Yeah.
very quick game if I'd gone that way.
Yeah. The Grand Parade leads all the way to the Royal Palace, but before it gets there, it opens out into a square packed with stalls which are shutting up for the day. Shutting up for the day? Surely it's shutting down for the day.
No, you shut up a stall.
Shutting up. You shut. Yeah, you can shut. up,
Really?
stall.
Yeah.
Okay. Shut up.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up.
I mean, you are
This is-
doing Lewis right now, so.
Yeah, that's true. This is Salamonis' famous bazaar. Surrounding the square are inns and shops and a rather dilapidated building that looks like a cross between a temple and a tavern. Above the door hangs a sign in the shape of a shield bisected by a sword. This must be the Adventurers Guild. The sun is sinking behind the rooftops to the west, casting long shadows across the market square. There is a board outside the guild house displaying the jobs that are currently available. However, in large red letters at the bottom of the board are the words, "Only open to guild members. Adventurers permits 2 gold pieces." Clearly, if you want to become an adventurer in Salamonis, it's going to cost you.
Right.
The heavy iron-bound door to the guild house is closed, and by the orange glow of the setting sun, you see that the sign has been hung on the door that reads, "Closed, come back tomorrow." You try the door, but it is clearly locked and bolted from inside. Banging on the door doesn't do any good either. "Can't you read?" You turn to see it's one of the stallholders who's packing up for the day that is addressing you. You tell him that you've traveled from your home to Salamonis with the intention of making your way in the world as an adventurer. "Ah, that explains it," mutters the man, although you're not quite sure what it explains exactly. "Look, you can't just rock up here and call yourself an adventurer. You have to join the guild first, but that'll cost you. If it's a job you're after, pig boy snouters always hiring at the slime and swine guttery. You'll find this place outside the West Gate. You thank the man for his advice and decide what to do. Choose an option from the list below that you haven't tried yet. Would you like to? Since you have already explored the docks, your options are to make your way to the Slime and Swine Guttery, or ask the stallholder if he's hiring at present.
Stallholder. I imagine that a more point is going to go away if I go and clear up Pigswell.
You need a permit from the Tradesman Guild to work in the bazaar, the man tells you. You got one of those? You shake your head. Didn't think so. There's a lot of bureaucracy in Salamonis.
There is, isn't there? All this red tape. I just want to sell in my trinket, honestly.
Yeah, basically. You walk away disconsolately. It feels like you need a permit to do anything in Salamonis. But permits cost money, and your life savings were in your backpack, along with all your worldly possessions. What's the matter, friend? The voice belongs to a lean man, dressed in fine clothes that have nonetheless seen better days. He has a curling mustache on his top lip, a goatee on his chin, a twinkle in his eyes.
A fellow mustache holder, I see.
Yes.
How do you do?
1 sec, I just need to make the width of my document 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need more space. What can I get without a license, I wonder? Can I drive?
Chat is like, oh no, it's a crypto, bro. Yeah.
I saw Pyramid Scheme, it's like, oh yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I got a lanky guy. Give me him again, very quickly.
Yeah, lanky guy with a goatee and a curly mustache.
He has nice clothes that have seen better days, and the curly mustache and goatee. Yeah, I think I was gonna hold on to the onto the trinket for a little while, but like nearly everything I need is bought with money. Surprisingly,
It really feels like you need money. Yeah.
Yeah, who'd ever thought that? So
Yeah.
if I can't even do a job without getting money, then this
Exactly.
trinket's gonna go bye-byes.
You look like an honorable chap, he says, putting his arm around your shoulders. You've got an honest face. I'm surprised to see someone like you in an impecunious state. You didn't realize you were in an impecunious state. You thought
I
Salamonis
don't even know
was
what that
kingdom.
means.
Get a state. You need to earn some Sala coins? Then Rodriguez is your man. But why work for a living when you can grift? Grifting is far easier. You don't have to take insults or deal with angry men. What's grifting, you ask? Sounds a bit dodgy. It's only dodgy if you get caught, Rodriguez replies, lowering his voice. I never get caught.
Oh.
The two of you sit down on a bench nearby, and Rodriguez tells you what he has in mind. We start at the nearest inn, right? Inns mean ale, and ale means marks. Marks are what we are looking for. People who've had a skinful already were not as alert as they were early in the day. We are going to use them to entertain the whole inn. If you want to go along with Rodriguez and try your hand at grifting, you can. If you think it sounds a little too dubious an activity, and then you should leave Rodriguez to work his contracts alone, so you can.
I tip my hat forward menacingly so it covers partly of my eyes. I say, Rodriguez, you're speaking my language. Let's go.
Oh, it's grifting time!
My mustache keeps getting longer and longer, apparently, as I'm rubbing it out to here somewhere.
Oh, I wonder if this is Nanak. Like, can you guys see this arc?
Oh yeah, he's tall enough to be one, and he seems to be strong-arming someone, so...
Yeah.
It's all in the name.
You'd like to show it everybody. I am a big fan of that mustache.
The mustache.
Big fan.
Oh no, he's hot. And yet she
The inn
cheated
is
on him.
just around the corner, says Rodriguez. As you make the turn into half-darned lane, you can hear a raucous crowd chattering and laughing a short distance ahead. You squint to read the sign handing outside the inn. What's this? You snort. The half-darned sock? What kind of name is that for an inn? And why only half-darned? Yes, replies Rodriguez. There is history behind this particular hostelry. It is the oldest one in Salamonis. However, our present need is cash, and a drunken crowd like this is very easy to grift from.
A lot of seamstresses are hired here, I imagine.
Yeah. As you open the heavy wooden door and enter the inn, the noise from inside is deafening. The place is heaving. It's as though you have suddenly come across a fighting bear pit mid-bout. You can hardly hear yourself think. It seems something special arrived with the longboats, and now everyone is celebrating. It's always like this after the longboats arrive, Rodriguez yells over the noise. The sailors take their wages and go straight off to the nearest inn. Often they drink or gamble away the lot in only a few hours, to the despair of their wives and children. By the entrance, a heated argument is broken out between a staggering half-elf and a woozy sailor. The dispute has progressed from harsh words to pushing and shoving, and is all about who is entitled to sit on a wooden stool that has become vacant. But now the two of them have progressed to fisticuffs, and the jostling is starting to annoy the customers. A shrill whistle pierces the air. Almost immediately, a burly strongarm appears to break up the fight. He picks up both the miscreants by their collars and throws them out into the streets. They look at each other quizzically. What right did this strongarm have to manhandle them? And so roughly? The pair curse him and vow they will get their own back on the barbarian. They have completely forgotten what their argument was all about. The sailor offers to buy the half-elf a mug of ale. The two re-enter the inn, smiling now, and with their arms around each other's shoulders.
Oh.
Quite a few sailors will be going home to their wives empty-handed, Rodriguez says. That is where we come in. They're going to spend all their salacoins on drinking and gambling anyway. We just need to make sure that some of it comes our way. Here, let me buy you an ale and I'll explain what we're going to be doing. You find a table and I'll get the drinks in. As you squeeze through the crowd looking for somewhere to sit, you notice a coin on the floor. If you want to pick it up, you can, but if you would rather ignore it, you can do that as well.
No, I'll pick up the coin, keeping a hand on my trinket.
Keep your hand on your trinket.
Keeping a hand on my trinket. Ooh,
it is
a shiny.
It's a silver salacoin. No one appears to be looking for it. What do you want to do? Do you want to try to find its rightful owner and return the coin? Do you want to give it to Rodriguez? Or do you want to keep it for yourself?
I'll give it to Rodriguez?
Give it to Rodriguez? Wow,
Yeah.
such loyalty to this man.
Well,
just appeared.
I'm mindful of the fact he's trying to buy me a drink right now, and I'm just like, I won't drink that, but have this instead.
Okay.
Trying
Thank
to
you,
make me a
friend,
mark.
Rodriguez says, seemingly genuinely surprised and touched by your generosity, especially considering your situation. Just for that, I'm going to let you into a little secret. I have a cheeky little grift which should get us a few free drinks, and maybe even a room for the night. It is a two-card trick. All you need to remember is that when the mark tells you the final total from 2 cards, subtract 25. What you'll be left with is the correct two-digit number. Got that?
Okay.
Do you have that, Breeh?
Okay. When he tells me the total, I subtract 25, and
When
that
the
will
mark
be the
tells you
digits.
their final total from the 2 cards, subtract 25.
And that will
What
give
you'll
me
be
the
left
two
with
digits.
is the correct two-digit number. Got that? All right. He gives you one of these.
That'll be our code.
Yeah. Okay. You follow Rodriguez to the bar, where he immediately starts to address the landlord. No, let me sit up. I've been falling more and more lying down in my little couch.
It's fine.
I'm not in
diaphragm.
my computer chair. I'm in my old half broken down lazy chair just because I cannot be asked. I'm so tired. I have like 50 blankets, but it got a little bit too warm, so I just turned this off. Oh, what a life. Anyway, where he immediately starts to address the landlord. I'm going to show you a trick, which quite honestly astonishes me every time I do it. I kid you not. You're going to pick 2 cards, and with a little magic, I will tell you what they are without ever seeing them. Hopefully you'll find it entertaining enough to let me have a room for the night. The landlord is intrigued. Come on then, he says. Let's see what you got. Rodriguez lays a pack of cards on top of the bar. So here we go. This is a pack of cards numbered 1 to 9 in 4 suits. I'm going to shuffle them. He riffles the... Riffles? Yeah, he riffles. Some people say rifles, right? But
Riffles, yeah.
Riffles.
He riffles
Riffles,
the deck. Yeah. Rifling is when you rifle through to find something. Riffle is specifically when you... Yeah. He riffles the deck like a professional card sharp. And
No,
now-
Nazi. No, not those cards. Not those cards.
Pick a card, any card, and then show it to everyone. The landlord picks a card from the shuffled deck. revealing it to the crowd of onlookers that is gathering by the bar. It's a 6. He then places it face down on the counter. So, how are you at sums? Rodriguez asks. Considering your line of work, I expect you're pretty good, or you would have gone out of business by now. The onlookers, the regulars in particular, laugh at hearing this line. Remember the number on your card, Rodriguez tells the landlord. Double it. Add 5. And multiply the number you have now by 5. You got it? The landlord confirms that he has. Now I want you to choose another card. He does so. And add this number to the total you've already got in your head. And tell me the final total. 89, announces the landlord. Then your 2 cards were... Are you ready for this? The crowd are on tetherhooks, and a hush has descended. A 6 and a 4.
A 6
The
and a
landlord
4.
looks astonished. He turns over the 2 cards. Gasps are heard from around the bar. He had indeed chosen a 6 and a 4. True to his word, the landlord offers Rodriguez a room for the night. Well, that's me sorted, the grifter says, a familiar sparkle in his eye. Do you want to give it a try? You were watching carefully, weren't you? If you want to find yourself a suitable mark and try the trick yourself in exchange for some money, which you can then use to pay for a room, you can. If you think the trick is beyond you, you can avoid it.
I'll do it. I forgot what you meant to tell him to, the double it, add 5, double it. Was I meant to be listening to that part intensely?
I don't know.
Oh.
Settling on a table of dwarf miners who are drinking together at a table in a darkened corner, you try to give them the same banter Rodriguez gave the landlord. Although you're not as well practiced at this sort of thing, you do actually manage to persuade the 5 dwarves to agree to give you 2 salacoins each if you can correctly guess the second card they pick. A burly dwarf with muscular arms and a shaved head goes first. He picks a card. Okay, now double it, you tell him. Add 5, and multiply the number you now have by 5. Then when you're ready, pick another card. Another of the miners selects the second card, and a hush falls over the table as they work out the final sum. 118, the dwarf says at last, beaming at his friends proudly. So, what were the 2 cards the dwarves picked? If you know, turn the solution into a 2-digit number and turn to that section now. You can't work out which cards they picked.
I would like you to turn to page 93. Please. I'll also be polite, please.
Sure. 93 it is.
93. I demand the page 93.
If you can.
39.
The 2 cards you picked were a 9 and a 3, you tell the dwarves. The shaven-headed miner turns the cards over on the table in front of him, dumbstruck. You are right. The dwarves reluctantly hand over your winnings, accompanied by a lot of grumblings and complaining. Add the 10 salacoins to your adventure sheet, and gain 2 points of Amanor.
Oh, 2 points of Amanor.
Yeah,
so
that was 3 Amanor and 10 salacoins.
And 10 money. Ooh. The 9 of diamonds and the 3 of diamonds.
10 money.
Probably tried to play that hand in poker the other night. I can't quite remember now. I think it was a 9 and 6, actually.
Because you gave the coin to Rodriguez, you managed to do this?
I knew the trick. I got 10 out of it.
Indeed.
That's some magic. I turned 1 coin into 10 coins.
Right.
See,
the
Rodriguez
salacoins
is
jangling in your pocket, you make your way back to the bar and tell the landlord you would like a room for the night. That'll be 1 gold piece or 10 salacoins, he tells you. You can afford it, but are you willing to pay for a room for the night, or would you prefer to sleep on the street so as to save as much money as possible? If you want to sleep in a bed for the night, you pay the landlord, and you cross off 10 salacoins. If not, you can go try something else.
It was 2 gold coins to get a guild membership, wasn't it?
I think so. 10 salacoins is 1 gold coin, so you're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna lose stamina for this, aren't I, if I go outside?
Probably.
Or get robbed and lose the 10 coins anyway.
Maybe.
I'll take the room.
Take the room. You'll take the room.
We earned Ammon more points.
Although it's not the nicest room, nor the most comfortable bed.
How much was that, sorry?
You sleep...
It's all the money again. All the money's gone again.
Yeah. Yeah. All the money's
easy
gone.
come, easy go.
Yeah. Although it's not the nicest room, nor the most comfortable bed, you sleep as well as if you were staying at the royal palace. You wake suitably refreshed and ready to face whatever the day may bring. You didn't restore any stamina. I was hoping you would, but yeah. Maybe because I'm a nice DM. Chat, I'm a nice DM. Let's put on a vote. Should we give him some stamina back for sleeping in a nice room?
I did.
Can we get a poll?
I chose
Can we
to
get a
keep us all
poll for that?
warm. I kept us all
Can we
warm.
get a poll for that? A poll for be nice or not?
I saw a lot of
yes,
people
some
saying
no.
don't go outside, you've earned this room at one point as well, so Nilesy! Don't listen to him. He might be good at drawing, but he's an evil man. I think that's enough yeses, isn't it? We don't need to make it official.
There's a lot of yeses.
We don't need to make it official.
Well, you don't think you need to make it official? Alright.
I mean, no, of course you do. So, I know the exact moment that you laughed earlier on, Nilesy, when you read that comment in chat about putting hats on the tips of the mustache.
Yeah, I did.
Because I did too. And I was so happy that you did it then too.
Alright, yes is winning. We're halfway through, but yes is winning. So, you get to restore 2 stamina points for a nice rest in it.
Yay! So we're
That's
back
because
to
I am a
starting
nice
12.
DM and I'm being kind.
Can I
You are
ask,
a nice DM.
Too nice.
what happened
Too
to
nice.
our fat friend?
We never
Healing Hands?
introduced
He
ourselves
just
to him. on
disappeared.
He
stage.
was just sort of around. I guess you don't really run into him anymore.
I know I'm a little bit louder, everybody, but I'm usually not talking, so
Now put a nice scab on the knee. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Ugh.
good show.
Ugh. give me something to pick out in the night.
You might not have been in Salamonis long, but what you have learned is that anybody who wants to become an adventurer and take on any officially listed quests has to become a member of the Adventurers Guild first. It's a new day, and the bright morning sunlight fills you with a renewed sense of optimism. You soon find your way to the Adventurers Guild on Market Square, next to the bazaar. The building might be in need of a few repairs. There are tiles missing from the roof and a couple of broken window panes. But its pillared entrance and sturdy iron-bound oak door still speak of a faded grandeur. In some ways, it reminds you of a grizzled veteran adventurer. The guild is open for business, and as you approach the entrance, your eye is drawn to the quests board outside. Pinned to the bottom board is a curl of parchment with 3 words written on it in neat calligraphic script. Found. 1 backpack. Could it be your missing backpack?
Oh hell yeah, maybe. Now
You enter the guild house
you need
in
to
a
give
run.
the scab a hat. I saw that.
You
laugh.
enter the guild house at a run,
You're
your
not,
heart hammering in your chest. You find yourself in a large room that seems to be full of hard-bitten adventuring types. Flatlands barbarian, salty sea dogs from the Skull Coast, half-elves from the Forest of Yore, dwarves from Stonebridge, and even black-clad warriors swathed in loose-fitting black robes from Chiang Mai, discussing everything from the price of throwing knives in Silverton to the whereabouts of a lost city in the Desert of Skulls, and rumors of a war brewing between 2 rival sorcerers.
You're not a grifter anymore,
pro-
so you don't have the special hats on your moustache.
That's true. He's only
No.
grifted once. You approach the
Successful
counter
grift,
on
though.
the far side. Standing behind it is an elderly gentleman with a warm smile and a twinkle in his eye. "And what can I do for you?" he asks. "I saw you had a backpack handed in, and I thought it might be mine," you say. You then proceed to tell him how you came to lose it in the first place. When you finish your story, the guildmaster says, "How do I know what you say is true? You
I
could
can
be a
tell you the
scammer."
contents of my backpacks, good sir. I have the short sword of my grandfather's. I've got my mother's underwear. I've got all the gold I ever earned while I was out and about, and I remember those 3 things.
You could be a scammer trying to claim something that doesn't belong to you. Can you tell me what was in it? You rattle off the list of contents. A few personal mementos, a short sword, spare underwear. To your mum, write your name in them. The guildmaster laughs. Your money
Unfortunately.
bag, and a copy of Longbeard's Legend of Windward Plains.
Oh yeah,
Sounds like-
Longbeard's thing.
Sounds like it could be yours, says the man. But are you prepared to put your money where your mouth is? You need to pay 1 gold piece if you want me to release it in your custody. What the fuck? Everything costs money here.
I mean, if I can get the money pouch out of the bag, I can pay with
I
that.
know.
That's
This is outrageous.
fucking
You're having
hell.
to pay to get your own pack back?
it's
It doesn't seem
outrageous.
like you have any choice. If you have at least 1 gold piece, or the equivalent, turn to 108. But, you know, if you don't have the required
But you
fee,
know,
turn to 107. You know. Your quest to
Get
become an
him tricky, I
adventurer
wish.
would seem to have been doomed from the start. Test your luck. If you are lucky, turn to 197. If you are unlucky, Turn to 217. Testing your luck means
Do I feel lucky,
rolling 2d6, and you need to get. So let me read it specifically, just so I don't.
Yeah, I think I have to roll under my luck, right?
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes you will be told to test your luck, as you will discover using luck is risky business. The way you test your luck is as follows: roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score, you have been lucky. If the number is higher, you have been unlucky. The consequences of being lucky or unlucky will be found on the page. Each time you test your luck, you must subtract 1 point from your current luck score.
Oh, even if I succeed, I have to remove 1 luck?
Yes.
Okay then. Alright, so I guess I'm testing my luck then, right?
So, chat, let's do a little bit of quick math. 2d6. The average of 2d6 is 7.
3.5.
So he needs to be more, so he has a higher chance of failing than winning. But
like something like 47% chance of succeeding, something weird like that. All right, here we go then. 3, 2, 1, boop. Oh, 4, 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1.
Can you prove a 4?
I can.
I trust you. I trust you, but I'm wondering if you can prove it to chat.
What about this?
That works. That's a picture. Yeah. That works. Look.
There we go.
Look, it's a 7.
Did it.
4.
And then
you have been lucky. So that reduces your luck down to 5. But you have been lucky.
Oh no. But that is my luck all wasted up now.
Seeing how upset you are, the guild master takes pity on you and hands you the pack. After all, I can't have it cluttering up the place any longer, he says with feigned annoyance. You are delighted to be reunited with the canvas rucksack at last and unpack it. There, in the middle of the guild house, just to make sure nothing has gone missing. Add the following items to your inventory. Short sword. Get ready for this and that. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Nilesy. So that was not bad. That was exchanging 1 luck for 10
for a
silver
lot of items,
or 1 gold. Yeah.
Yep.
A 7 monkey's head.
I'm ready.
I can tell you now, one of them is a short sword or broadsword from my grandfather.
Short sword. There's a short sword, spare clothes, a purse containing 12 gold pieces, and of course, Longbeard's Legend of the Windward Plains. And
12.
you get to add 1 point to your luck score. And 1 point to your Amonor sword. Score.
Ooh, okay. So, sword, clothes,
spare clothes, 12 gold pieces, a book, a point of luck, and a point of Amonor.
I got it.
A book. I wonder what book's going to be useful, honestly. Longbeard's book of what, exactly? Mr. DM, is Longbeard's book of what?
Longbeard's
stories?
Legends of the Windward Plains.
So if I go to the Windward Plains, I might have some kind of law advantage.
Yeah. Well, Windward Plains is, I guess, the area where a lot of this is taking place, even though we're in Salamonis.
So,
if you want to join the Adventurous Guild, you need to talk to me, for I am Jeskan Stovik, the Guild Master. He explains that it will cost you 2 gold pieces, and that will give you an Adventurous Permit, which means you can then take on any job posted on the quest board outside the guild house. You can also use the permit to prove your credentials to any potential employer, such as a priestess wanting someone to find magical fungi for her in Moonstone Hills, or a merchant who's looking to hire guards for his caravan traveling to Chalice. You look like you're new to this game, he says.
What weird specific examples they have.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming they literally are available jobs later, but yeah.
Yeah.
If I were you, I'd get some training before setting yourself up as a sword for hire. Without having to ask twice, you hand over the money, and the guild master writes out a permit for you. Deduct 2 gold pieces, and add the adventurous permit to your equipment list.
There we go. We got it.
There you go.
It was a long, hard roll, but we did it. We did it. A great adventure. Fantastic adventure. We got the permit.
The end. If you want to ask the guildmaster for his advice regarding where to train, you can. And if you would rather set out on a quest straight away and prove yourself an adventurer that way, you can.
Say again.
You can ask him for advice on where to train, or you can just go straight out on a quest to prove yourself.
We should probably go straight on an adventure to really test ourselves.
So no training, just straight up. He did recommend you train, but you
If you
feel
recommended I
confident.
train, maybe I should train. But I'm just thinking like, we got to get out there and see some shit, right?
Up to you.
The smart idea would be to train, but I'm gonna expedite things and we're gonna go on an adventure here, right now.
Fair enough.
Foolishly.
Then let us go. Let us go. So, you think you're ready to embark upon your first quest, do you? Says the guildmaster. Well, I hope you're right. Today is Storm's Day, and dark clouds are gathering over the city. You wonder if it's a sign that there are dark forces at work. Put a mark on Storm's Day on Wheel of the Week on your adventure sheet.
You what?
The Wheel of the Week.
Storm's Day.
Storm's Day. Wheel of the Week is like the days of the week, basically.
Yeah, okay. So we just got to remember that it's Storm's Day, basically.
Currently. Storm's Day is basically, yeah, it's like the start of the week.
Sunday. Sunday.
It goes Storm's Day, Moon's Day, Fire Day, Earth Day, Wind's Day, Sea Day, High Day.
Wow. They sound so abstract and not at all like Sunday, Monday, Wednesday.
Oh, we just named them after the gods. So yeah, we are currently on Storm's Day.
Nice. I can't wait to spin that wheel and see what day it is tomorrow.
Yeah. There we go.
The inevitable hangover.
Yeah. Since you first arrived in Salamonis,
That's us.
you've started to earn a reputation for yourself. This is represented by your Amonur score. Your experiences have also toughened you up and honed your skills. You have a pool of points equivalent to your current Amonur score, which you now need to share out among your different attributes. For every 2 points of Amonur you currently have, you may increase your initial skill, stamina, or luck by 1 point. You may increase the same attribute more than once, then increase the current score to this new maximum.
Okay.
Please note that your skill and score may not exceed your skill and luck may not exceed 12 points each, and your stamina may not go higher than 24.
Okay. We're gonna boost up both skill by 2 then.
So skill by 2.
Points to
Okay.
increase skill by 2, yeah, to 8.
All right, then your skill is now 8.
That's what we'll do. We'll skip our own training and use our Amore.
Amonur. Yeah.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Amono. Amono?
Amonur.
Hour.
Amonur.
Amono.
It doesn't specifically say
Amonus?
now your Amonur is 0, but I think that is what it is, because it says you share it out among your different attributes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's how
It will
you
be.
realize it, right?
Yeah. Okay. When you're done distributing pool of points and have updated your scores, now we go to page 120.
Favorite.
So, what's it to be? The guildmaster asks. You examine the quest board outside the guild. Here is the quest board.
Oh! That's so many quests, but I can only probably choose 2 of them. Maybe. You'd be able to tell us.
Yeah,
Just
we'll
about read
find
that
out.
myself, actually.
I know it's yeah. What it says is, I'll read from the drawing. Rid the slime swine guttery of their ratapillar. Accompany Guro's grand caravan to Shazar.
A ratapillar.
Bring Cardinal Zin to justice. Pest control at King Solomon's mine. Solve the mystery of the screaming sky. Obtain the horn of the black unicorn. Or collect cauldron weed for the witches of Breeh.
Oh. I mean, we know that the horn of the black unicorn is an important thing.
I mean, a lot of these things were
screaming.
mentioned at the back of the book. A lot of these were.
Yeah.
Take a look at the illustration
screaming
opposite,
sky.
the one I just showed you and read out for you. On it, you will see a list of available quests with a job number next to each one. To embark on a quest, turn to the section that is the same as the number that has been allocated on a job by the guildmaster. You may only attempt each quest once, unless expressly stated otherwise in the text. So, what are you after? Slime and swine guttery of the caterpillar? Accompany the grand caravan? Bringing Cardinal Zin to justice? Pest control at the mine? Solving the mystery of the screaming sky? Obtaining the horn of the black unicorn? Or collecting cauldron weed for the witches of Breeh?
I kind of want to discover the mystery of the screaming sky, honestly. That one actually sounds interesting. I mean, I can't just nip right to the end of this and go for the horn of the black unicorn. The Ratapilla sounds intriguing. Or I kind of just want to see. I just
Why
want
do you think
to
the horn of the
basically
black
see
unicorn is the
art of
last
it.
one? Like,
No, I don't. But I think
Yeah.
that's the best one. That's like
Yeah,
that's
fair.
like the pinnacle thing, right?
Okay.
Can you show us the art for the Ratapilla at the very least?
Working on
No.
it.
If it has one.
Working on it.
I don't think so. I mean, I'll check, but I don't think there's an art for it. No.
No, never mind then. All right, let's go to the Screaming Sky.
Screaming Sky. All right.
How you doing, Nilesy? You hanging on here?
Yeah. Just drawing a Ratapillar.
Oh, God,
It's a
help me.
mystery,
He's got
sure
so many
enough,
legs
says the
and feet.
guildmaster. Vicious attacks on livestock, people going missing, and then there's the screaming that seems to come from the sky, which heralds an attack. Just like the thing you dreamed about. Your curiosity piqued, you set off for the village of Coven. It lies at the western end of Trolltooth Pass, south of Beaufort Fen, and not far from the brooding forest of spiders. It is also well known for its annual tuber beet harvest. Several days later, you pass through the acres of well-tended fields that surround Coven and make your way to the heart of the settlement.
Which quest are we
After asking
doing?
around... What was that, sorry?
Which quest?
The mystery of the Screaming Sky.
Mystery of the Screaming Sky.
I'm betting on it being like a wyvern or a rock or a giant eagle. I don't know.
Maybe.
A sky whale.
After asking, several blah, 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 make your way to the heart of the settlement. After asking around, you're soon granted an audience with the village headman, a leather worker of some 40 winters called Tanner Hyde. Nominative determinism much? Jeez. And tell him your purpose. Imagine that guy just like, nah, I'm gonna sell fruit. Well, your name is Tanner Hyde. No, I'm a fruit salesman. That's what I want to do.
I know what I want to do. I like apples. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
Apples are great.
For what it's
Melons.
worth, Hyde is spelled with a Y, but still. The man looks exhausted with worry, but when you announce that you are here to solve the mystery of the Screaming Sky, the tension in his body eases. The most recent attack was last High Day, he tells you. It happened at night, and then it always does, as the Sommer family was coming home from selling our tuber beets and chalice. What was it that attacked them? Tanner hesitates for answering. The swarm. And were there any survivors, you ask? Yes, Tanner replies, but just the one. The poor girl was terribly shaken, but she managed to skewer one of the things that attacked them on the end of a pitchfork. And where is it now, the thing she killed? At Ludo James' house. He's an alchemist. We've been calling it a shrieker. Your conversation with the headman has provided you with 3 different lines of inquiry. Which one do you want to follow first? You could question the survivor of the last attack. You could inspect the scene of the attack. Or you can examine the dead shrieker.
Let's question the survivor.
Okay. Then we're going
I don't think Shrieker was on my chart though. I don't think it's a dragon. That's why.
The girl, whose name is Edel Sommer, can't be more than 15 years of age. You find her at her home being looked after by her mother. Unfortunately, her father, 2 older brothers, and an uncle were all killed during the attack. They came out of the sky on the rotting ragged wings, screaming so loud I thought I was going to go mad, she says when you ask her to tell you what happened. You cannot help noticing her hands are shaking and there's a haunted look in her eyes. They came from the east, from the direction of the silver mines. And then she can speak no more. You thank her for her help and commend her for her bravery, for leaving the girl and her mother to make the arrangement for 4 funerals. Make a note on your adventure sheet that the girl's statement is worth 10 clue points. You now have
10 clue points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having heard the girl's version of what happened, what do you want to do next? You can inspect the scene of the attack, examine the dead specimen, or you can leave your village and continue your investigation elsewhere.
Examine the dead specimen.
Alrighty, we're doing that.
Give me the points. 10 clue points.
Point. You find the hideous specimen pinned out on a board inside James' workshop. It is truly horrible to behold. Here we go, Nilesy. It's time to draw. It has the body and mouth of a vicious predatory fish, with the ragged, almost bat-like wings. It's the thing on the front page!
Oh, it's that thing. Yeah, like a ghostly spectral fish.
Yeah, kinda.
Kind of looks like the one of the creatures from the Final Fantasy film.
Wait,
Oh,
one
The
sec.
Spirits
terrible
Within.
one. Yeah, Spirits Within. Yeah.
Can I see it again?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Rythian, can you send me that drawing that I did of D&D of the creature from the lake? That would be great.
I can find it. I'll find it.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I'm only joking,
I
I'm
have
only
it saved somewhere, so I
I'm
can
only
find
joking. I'm
it.
only
Yeah.
joking.
Okay.
It is it's truly horrible to behold. It is the body and mouth of a vicious predatory fish, but with ragged, almost bat-like wings. A single blind white eye stares from one socket, and the thing is already half decomposed. When you comment on this, Ludo James replies, "It was already like that when Edel killed it." The Shriekers are undead creatures, you say? It would appear so, the alchemist replies. It would appear that their blood has some potent properties too. I've been carrying out some tests with what little of it I could extract from the carcass. He turns to Tanner, who has accompanied you to James' workshop. So I should have some more conclusive proof in the next day or two. Make a note on your venture sheet that your inspection of the dead Shrieker is worth 50 clue points. Now you have
50? Oh, talking to her was
60
useless.
total. No,
What a waste of time I was talking to her.
well, you might need it. You know.
Nah, we got 50 now.
Yeah,
Fuck those
no, you have
10.
60 now.
Get out of here.
You have
I know,
60
but
now.
10
You would have
from
50.
her-
Yeah. If you have a swamp snake skin
Waste of
and want to try
breath.
to sell it to the alchemist, well, you don't, I'm afraid.
Oh, we do not have that. Oh, yeah.
Well, in that case, you can now inspect the place where the attack took place, or you can continue your investigations elsewhere.
More clue points. Let's expect the the place
All
of the
right.
attack. Let's just see how much her testimony was worth.
Tanner Hyde and the two other villagers accompany you to the place at the western end of Trolltooth Pass. The ground is a dark, rusty red, where the blood of the Shrieker's victims has soaked into the ground. And you can see the impression of the footprints the panicked farmers made as they came under attack. It must have been savage, indeed. I keep looking at the microphone as if I'm looking at someone when I'm talking.
Whatever
That's
helps
where you
you,
are.
honestly. Yeah. No, I've made sure to like move my Discord right underneath my camera, so I'm looking at you and I'm not looking like to the side or anything like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I am kind of, when I turn this way, it's like I'm looking at chat, so that works, yeah. There are no marks on the ground to show where the Shriekers went, but the prevailing wind direction here is from the east, so perhaps that is where the swarm came from. Make a note on your adventure sheet that your examination of the scene of the attack is worth 24 clue points.
My clue is
Yeah.
pointing in this direction, in the
So now you
eastern
have
direction.
84 total clue points, I believe.
Yeah, 84.
10
What
plus
an
50
odd
plus
number.
24. Yeah.
A really odd number, 24. Okay.
Anyway, at this point on, you have questioned the survivor, you've examined the dead specimen, so it's time to continue your investigation elsewhere.
With my 84 clue points, my
Indeed.
absolutely raging amount.
Total the clue points you
go.
have acquired, then turn to the section with the same number. All right, 84 it is.
84.
That's why it's a
that's
weird
why.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something very important on page 80 or 90. Or 85.
Well, it'll be 60 for two of them, or 74 for two of them. You know, like, it all adds up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah.
You've collected a number of useful clues since arriving in Coven, and talk of how you're here to help is spread throughout the village. Gain 2 Amonor points.
Ooh.
But where do you want to go next
My
in search of
fame.
the...
It
Yeah,
rises.
your fame and fortune. But where do you want to go next in search of answers to the mystery of the Screaming Sky? Edel said the Shriekers came from the direction of the silver mines. Could they be hiding there during the day, only coming out at night to feed? Well, then
Makes
your
sense.
visit to the place where the attack happened suggested to you that the swarm might have been carried there on the wind from further along Trolltooth Pass. Then again, your examination of the dead Shrieker would certainly add weight to the argument that the creatures hide somewhere underground during the day. Would a mine be safe enough hiding place? Perhaps they roost in a nearby cave network. So, what do you want to do now? You can set off south towards silver mines. You can head east along Trolltooth Pass, or you can ask the villagers if there are any caves nearby.
I think the caves sound the best because yes, it does add the most weight, and I mean they both add together with what the girl said with about the mines. So, caves.
Then let's go
The
check.
caves.
Well, you're going to
I should
ask.
put this down before I
basically.
break it. Well,
Considering what you have learned about the mysterious Shriekers, you ask around the village to see if anyone in Coven knows of somewhere underground where the creatures could have their lair. An old trapper tells you of the Crimson Caverns, located at the edge of the Moonstone Hills. He sends his grandson as a guide, but as soon as the boy has pointed out the entrance to the cave network, under an overhang on top of which stands a copse of trees, he turns on his heels and runs all the way back to Coven. Making a torch from an old branch and a strip of sackcloth, you light it using your tinderbox and take your first steps into the gaping chasm. The floor of the cave descends steeply before leveling out again, until the sliver of daylight behind you vanishes from sight. Water drips from the stalactite-plugged ceiling into puddles that have collected on the uneven floor, and you can hear curious fluttering sounds coming from the darkness ahead of you. If you have the trap knowledge special skill, but you don't.
No,
If not,
do not have that.
test your luck. If
No.
you're lucky, turn to a page, but if you're unlucky, turn to a different one. Alright, it's luck time.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we did go back up to 6 luck, didn't we?
Yeah.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, boop.
That doesn't sound good.
11.
Oh, I'm afraid that is unlucky.
I couldn't possibly. Well, I could have possibly rolled higher, but still.
It's about as close as you can get to roll very badly.
Yeah. I'm not good in caves, honestly.
You take 2 more steps forward when suddenly the ground tilts beneath you. The flat boulder you're standing on has become unbalanced and you lose your footing, twisting your ankle as you try to recover yourself. Lose 2 stamina points and 1 skill point.
No, a skill point.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did I save? Quick load. Do you still have your thumb in the book where we came from, sort of thing, you know?
Nope. We move with the light.
Damn it.
Your survival
the
instinct
checkpoint.
kicks in, and you desperately stumble back towards the cave mouth. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to less than your skill score, turn to 399. If it exceeds your skill score, turn to 420. Now, your skill
420.
score is 7, so...
It's 7 now, yeah. Alright. Yeah, 7 went down as well. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, douche. Oh, 6. It's lower.
Nice.
I think that's
That
good,
is
right?
Success. That is
Pretty
good,
sure.
yeah. We want to hit below, so to 399 we go. You make it back to the entrance of the caves without
Good.
further incident, but without having solved the mystery of the Screaming Sky to your satisfaction. Knowing you're not going to get paid, and not wanting your image to diminish in the eyes of the people of Coven, you secretly set off on the return journey to Salamonis. Move the Wheel of the Week on 8 days, and then return to 383.
What?
Wow!
What?
You just give up after the first trap?
Huh?
At least you didn't die.
All of that
Alright,
for
8
nothing?
stages.
What?
I know!
What day is it?
Mad.
8
Well, we went
days,
from
so that would
Storm.
be
We went
Moon's
to-
Day.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are on the one after Storm's Day.
Yeah, that was
Which
Moon's
is-
Day.
I think so. Yes, it is. It's Moon's Day.
'Cause
Do you want to
Monday.
write down the days already?
Oh my
Nilesy,
God.
So we have them ready. So the first one is Storm's Day, which is that one.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing? No.
Just go ahead and read.
No. Oh, okay, fine. That's not correct now,
Just
but
go ahead
fine,
and read.
whatever.
It's cool.
I'll read, okay. Okay. 83.
No, I mean the days.
God.
Have you got the days? I'm gonna put them.
Oh,
in
the
the
days
right.
of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. We have starting Storm's Day first, followed by Moon's Day,
Ah. Yep.
followed
Then
by Fire Day,
Okay.
followed by Earth Day,
Okay.
followed by Wind's Day,
Okay.
followed by Sea Day,
Okay.
High Day.
High day.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You know you're drawing for that.
Oh yeah.
And then we're back to Storm's Day. Storm's Day, Moon's Day, Fire Day, Earth Day, Wind's Day, Sea Day, High Day.
Gotcha.
Roger.
Oh, I was thinking more of a leaf, but that works too. God,
It's
that was
time
a
you
rough
got some-
flow, wasn't it? One luck check, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
as far as I know, I
Yeah.
succeeded the skill check, didn't I? What happens if
You
I
did
failed
succeed
the skill check?
yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
It would have been even worse.
It's harsh. It's harsh. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Really harsh.
Well,
It's
I
time
know what
you
it
got
was. It
some
was a
much-
shrieker. It was a shrieker. That's what it was. I solved the puzzle. I solved the mystery. It was a shrieker. That's what
It's
happened.
time you got some much-needed rest and recuperation. If today's fire day,
Been 8 days.
you go to this time. If not, turn to 403. 403.
Time for rest and relaxation. It's been 8 days.
I know. As you are a member of the Adventurers Guild, you have the right to rent a room for the night there. Board and lodging at the guild will cost you 2 gold pieces, but you will be able to restore up to 4 stamina points. Alternatively, you can take a room at the inn, such as the Half-Darm Sock, for just 1 gold piece. But the food is not as filling as, nor the beds as comfortable, so a night spent there will only restore up to 2 stamina points.
Okay.
Then again, you can sleep rough on the street free of charge, but will wake feeling less than refreshed, at the cost of 1 stamina point.
No. So
Well, I
okay,
mean,
of course,
considering
when
your
it says-
stamina
when it
is
says
max
restore,
12.
Is that
Yeah.
our max?
Your max is 12, yeah, you haven't increased it, so...
Oh, okay,
You
okay,
increased your
okay.
skill
I
level
see,
there,
right. Yeah, so that's what I was about to ask. When it says restore, can I go above max? All right, we'll go to the we'll go to the dance sock.
The
For 1 gold
half-darm sock,
piece.
which is what get you 2 stamina points.
Mm-hmm,
So deduct 1 gold piece, and then you have back up to 12 stamina.
There we go then.
If today is Wednesday,
Uh,
it is not. I
And yeah,
believe.
so we should also be at 5 luck because of that luck check that I failed, right?
What day is it?
Moonsday.
Moonsday, yeah. It is not
Yeah,
Wednesday,
Moonsday.
and it is not Sea Day. So we're not going to port it.
Wait. Well, no. If we we haven't slept yet, have we?
Now we have.
Because
yeah.
it was Moon's Day and now it'll be Fire Day.
I only move the days when it specifically says to move the day.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe we should every time we sleep, but yeah.
It didn't tell us it was Storm's Day until after we slept last time, anyway.
You will need to keep track of what day of the week it is. First day of the Alonsian week is Storm's Day. Followed by the
I'm keeping
blah.
I'm keeping track now.
If you are told to move the wheel of the week a certain number of days, count on that number of days and make a mark in the same. Yeah, that's awesome.
It doesn't say when you sleep, when the tavern to move it.
No, but I mean, I imagine it would be. Like, it kind of would be. So since you've slept now, we should go. Only move
Yeah,
the day
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're told. Okay, we're only moving when we're told then.
If we've just slept now, by the way, should we take a break?
That is not a
Or do we
horrible
do we
idea.
do
We're
that?
about-
Do we do that?
We're about halfway through anyway, so we can just take a short 5-minute
I hope-
break or whatever.
I hope everybody is enjoying the stream and chat.
Yeah.
What do you
I
guys
think they
think?
are.
Is this
I
going
think,
well?
I think Jetral's enjoying it because they just gave 10 subs over like
Oh,
2
thank
courses.
you.
So
We
thank
do
you. for that.
appreciate that. How are we on the donations? Have we gotten any neat donations? That is why we're doing this after all. Some
If you can
donos.
give me the link to the reader, I can check.
It's around somewhere, yes.
I can't really access
I
my
was getting
Discord
office.
because
Yeah,
it's on the. But I can't really look at the chat very much. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. Having a great moon
They are.
day of the 12th of December. Good.
This person in chat, Simon Honeydew. I mean, they're chatting a lot, so I think they're enjoying it a lot. Honestly.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a good sign.
he does a lot of that. Do you know?
Having a
I,
great
get
moon
into
day.
it.
I
the
still haven't-
12th of December.
I still haven't met
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking Simon. You know. He's the
I
only
met him.
person I've
He
not
was
met.
nice. What a heart.
And I brought this. I brought a plague
I
down
linked
just for
it
him.
in the
and
group chat.
he wouldn't meet me.
If you want.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Authorizing.
Yeah.
Stamina
Right,
should
should
be
we-
12. Yeah, because they've
should we
just went
run
to
a,
sleep. Yeah. Okay.
Run a short break then, and then I can go get a drink and stuff.
Like ships passing in the night. Like ships passing.
Indeed.
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 I'm more of a kind of an aircraft carrier, but yeah, I guess. Right, are we going on a break?
Yeah, let's have a break.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I will say thank you everybody for watching. Please go and donate. Sorry I'm not talking very much, but of course I've got a flu, so did these guys, so please do dig deep. Please can we hit 3.1 by the end of tonight. We've got another stream coming up afterwards as well, so keep your money going, keep the money flowing, and we're going to take a 3 to 5 minute break. Here, catch you guys in a few minutes.
See you soon.
All right.
I'll
See you shortly.
I'll draw something for you that you guys just mute and unmute when you're ready to come back. It'll save me the
Well,
hassle.
I'll be ready if you want to. I can just read out donations during that time.
Okay, you continue then. I'll draw something for this scene because I haven't done that.
Yeah. It's just to give people a chance to like go stretch the legs, get a drink, go
Yep.
piss.
Well, go ahead.
So I I'm hesitant to clear it to 8 p.m., but at the very least, I can scroll through and try to find what I can find. But what I have found is £150 from Megu saying for Uncle Bunkle and Ben Boy. So, Megu, thank you so much for the £150. That's incredible, honestly. Another £150 from CJ. Saying thanks for all the wonderful work you guys do all year round and have a happy holidays from Scotland. One of your folk. A spokesperson of Scotland, that is. £150 from Chuck Frog. Chuck Frog with a froggy face says, get to 100 pounds even from V Noru. Here are some golden doubloons to aid on your quest. So thank you, thank you. I hope you were one of the yeses when they asked if they can up our stamina again. I imagine so. £100 again from Jules Van La. I guess that's gotta be a Dutch name, right? Just because of Rick Van Lannen as well. £100 from Mac. Happy holidays to the Oxcast family. Thank you for all the great work that you all do. Thank you for your great donation, Mac, honestly. Thank you so much. £100 from Grey Sire. Through the Yogs, I learned of Kirsty, and through her, I met my now fiance. Must be nice. Thank you for everything you've jingled and jammed. Your Yogi entertainment has changed my life infinitely for the better. Congratulations, Grey Sire. It's a shame Kirsty can't be here tonight, but we'll let her know later, unless she's listening at the moment. £100 from Capacitor of Flux. Thanks for the Jingle Jam memories. Thank you. £50 from Sam. Hello, Yogs. Thank you so much for all the lovely laugh over the years and providing some of the jammiest jingles. You're an incredible bunch of people, and I wish you all the happiest of holidays. £50 from Cosmos. Thank you for another wonderful Jingle Mass. Thank you for another wonderful donation, Cosmos. £50 from Lou Vanden Turen. I'm butchering your name, I know I am, but I give you my humblest apologies. £50 from Lou Vanden Turen. Been watching for years now, always loved the Jingle Jam, and happy to be able to help the cause and donate some money. Thank you, thank you. £50 from No Name Provided, saying keep up the Jingle Jangle. £50 from Blinson. They're making me say this. £50 from Blinson. Breeh, the eyeliner looks great, but you still need to answer for your crimes for what you did to Chill Chat. I did nothing. Not a single damn thing. £50.
What have you done?
I apparently something when poker was happening.
Yeah.
During poker, we were told that the YogCon channel was hosting the in poker video.
Yeah.
And that if people wanted to watch table, that they have to watch it from there. Something went wrong or something got broken with the YogCon channel, and then for whatever reason, the Yogscast account just said it's Breeh's fault.
Wow.
I don't know why. I don't know who that was. It was probably Pierre, honestly. Think about it.
I am back.
He was in charge.
And we can go again if you would
Welcome
like.
back.
Let me get through these two. £50 from Lulz. Been coming back for Jingle Jam every year for the past 10 years. Almost never watched Twitch otherwise, but always here for the Jingle Jangle. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Lulz. £50 from Lewis. Don't think it's Howard Lewis, but still. Another year, another Jingle Jam.
You never know.
So glad to see another super professional stream.
Yeah.
Well,
He'd never say
it's
that.
got a part of the crew. Part of the crew.
So
The
thank
best
you,
crew.
Lewis, for recognizing the best streams, the professional streams.
Am I in frame? Hi, chat.
By the way, hi Nina.
Sorry,
as
I'm
well.
such a mess, chat. I'm
to
such
see
a mess today, but I'm here.
We all are.
We had to do it. Lewis said if I don't do it, kicking me from the Og's cast.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis just said right there he loves the protectional streams. He demanded that this thing go forward, you know?
He put a gun to my head and said, "You do the fighting fantasy, or we're done."
Yeah.
And when he said we're
sent
done,
you these books.
I don't think he meant professionally. I think he meant.
There's a lot of water around Sweden, a lot of opportunities for pushing.
There's a lot of places to be pushed. Let me just say that.
Why is Nilesy being Bob Ross?
Yeah, so apologies for my
Ross,
appearance. You know, it'll have to be what it is.
Also, from what you've demonstrated the
it's
last
my
2 days,
voice.
Rythian,
What?
what you've
Sorry?
demonstrated the last 2 days, you're easily pushable with your broken foot and tripping over things.
I'm not Rabs.
For real,
I'm
yeah.
calling
I'm in a very weakened state. Yeah, I would not be a challenge to lose. Like any other day of the week, I'd take Lewis in a fight easy. But he knows I'm in a weakened state. He could deal with me without any problems.
Let's go.
But
I'll start again.
well, we're good to go. I don't need to look good. I just need to be able to read good, and I still remember how to read. So we are going right into this where we are finishing, and if I can remember correctly, we are now going off to do another adventure.
I'm just walking up and going to sleep. I'm so tired.
Not long after dawn, with the sun rising in the sky, you set off for the Adventurers Guild, ready to take on another quest to help raise your profile among the adventuring fraternity and the people of Salamonis. You want to stop at the bazaar on your way, make a note of the number 120 on your adventure sheet, and then turn to this page. If you want to head straight to the guild, turn to 120. So do you want to stop on the bazaar, or do you just want to go straight to the guild?
Let's go to the bazaar. Yeah, why not? We've got money.
Okay. Let us go to the bazaar.
Maybe we can pick up something. Oh yeah, so our stamina's back up to 12 now, right? As well.
Yes, correct. You slept. You got to 12, up to 12.
Because I noticed Nilesy took my money, but he didn't give me my stamina.
Yeah.
A harsh draw master.
Sorry.
Dungeon master and draw master.
You arrive at the bazaar and are immediately drawn to an open-fronted shop where two dodgy-looking thugs are bawling their wares. From what you can make out, they sell second-hand questing equipment, weapons, armor, blankets, waterskin, and virtually anything you might need on a long journey. Appearance-wise, the two are so similar that they must surely be related. The only way of telling them apart is that one is slightly taller than the other and bears a nasty scar down the right-hand side of his face.
Rythian,
You see a sign... Yes?
for the rest of this dialogue, can they be Jay and Silent Bob?
I mean...
Are they
I could
clerks?
try.
Is it?
I'm not... I'll try. You see a sign behind the stall which reads, "The famous Bruce Brothers of Salamonis. Quality weapons at affordable prices." "What do you want?" asks the scar-faced brother. "Swords? Shields? Daggers? How about some armor? Good price. Or perhaps a buckler? Like from the Bruce Brothers. Don't forget the name. We won't forget you." You wonder what the significance of them not forgetting you is, but no matter. The brothers can see you're interested. Suddenly, the brothers tense. Coming towards you is a meek-looking older man, dressed in fine clothes and carrying a small chest about his person. Curiously, his sudden appearance seems to have a similar effect on other nearby Salamonians. Oh no. It's odious Pinchpenny, King Salomon's tax collector, Scarface says.
No.
He's the most feared and loathed man in all of Salamonis. Pinchpenny is not alone. He's accompanied by a large, vicious-looking mastiff. If you have the word "wanted" written down, turn to this page. But since you don't,
Nope.
you can turn to 32.
We're good, we're good.
We are not wanted, thank God. Pinchpenny approaches the Bruce Brothers and fishes a scroll from the satchel he's carrying. "Ah, the Bruce Brothers," he said. "You're up to date with your taxes, I see. Good." And then he turns to you. "If it isn't my young adventuring friend, how's business? Going well, is it?"
He
Give
doesn't
a
know who I
non-committal-
am yet.
Apparently, he's heard of you. Since he refers to you
Apparently.
as a-
It must be my Amanor fame.
Probably, yeah. You give a non-committal reply and turn to walk away from the Bruce Brothers stall. "Hang on a minute. Where do you think you're going?" Pinchpenny's words stop you in your tracks. "You need to pay a percentage of your earnings to the king's coffers." "How much?" you ask, making no effort to hide your annoyance. "Let's say 3 gold pieces, shall we?" Pinchpenny says, an ugly smile splitting his face. "What do you want to do?" Pay him, run, or attack him.
Oh my god. He's got a mastiff with him though. I can't run. At the same time, I also can't attack him. Fuck it.
I mean, it
Run.
very much feels like you're being taken advantage of, but on the other hand, you know, you can't attack. Attack.
No,
someone.
but no, attack is too far. Let's run. Let's fucking run. Like it.
Oh yeah, you're running. Okay.
I'm running.
That'll
We're out
probably
of
make
here.
you
We're
wanted.
gonna get a quest and never come back again.
Yeah, fair enough. You turn on your heel and run, pushing your way past the other shoppers as you attempt to escape the tax collector. Behind you, you hear Penny shout, "Midnight!" This is followed by a furious barking as the mastiff comes after you. You do not have a hope of escaping the dog in the crowded market. The animal quickly catches up to you and sinks your teeth into your leg to stop you getting away. Lose 2 stamina points and add the dog bite
shit.
to your adventure sheet.
Oh shit! What? The dog bite.
Yeah.
No, I should have attacked.
There are only 2 certainties in this life. Odious Pinchpenny laughs as you unsheath your sword so you can fight off the dog. Death and taxes. It is now time for our first combat.
No,
You're going to
I
fight the
should attack.
mastiff.
No,
Okay.
I've got two bad legs. One's
You got 2
questioning
bad
dog
legs,
bite.
yeah. You also have you lost 2 stamina, so you only have 10 at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. And that cost me a goal. That didn't.
So it is battle time. You're going to go first. You're going to roll 2 dice, and if
Okay.
it's less than your skill, you damage him.
All right, so I do that now then, and my skill is what, 7.
Yes. Nilesy, do you want to write down the numbers on screen so people can see?
Sure.
So we have his stats on the top right. The mastiff stats is 6 skill, 7 stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you can test your luck every time you hit, if you want. But that obviously costs you a luck point.
Yeah.
But if it does, you can do double damage and so on.
I mean, let's see.
But if you're
let's
unlucky,
see
you
how
only do
much-
half damage.
Yeah, let's see if I'm in like dire straits or not before I even
Yeah.
think about doing that. All right, so you say I get to go first.
You get to go first, yeah.
All right, hitting the button. Boop. Hey, 5.
5, that is a success.
Damage.
Which means you remove 2 stamina from the dog.
Nice.
Now it's the dog's time, and I have my dice here. I'm gonna roll.
Yeah. You do that.
I rolled a 6, which is equal to or lower, which is also a success. That removes 2 stamina from you.
Cocked die, honestly.
I got a 1 and a 5. Okay, it's your turn again.
No, 10. I rolled a 10.
I'm afraid that's a miss.
No.
Time for the dog's turn.
No.
7, also a miss.
Okay, all right.
The wild swings, so both of you having caught blood once each. You have now started to learn your attack pattern. You managed to dodge his, but he managed to dodge yours. But a moment has opened up, and here's your chance for another attack.
Okay, as I go to attack this dog with my short sword, apparently, because that's...
Yeah.
Which seems cruel, but even still.
Attacking you.
8. 8.
8. I'm afraid that's not enough.
No.
That's a miss as well. The dog goes to attack again. 11. That's not going to be enough. Both of you have now turned to fight very defensively, dodging everything you can to make sure you don't take a hit. Time for you to go again.
I really don't want to hurt this dog. 9.
9. Well, I mean,
9.
Good luck for you. You're not hurting this dog. 10. There's very many
10.
misses going on.
Toronto, we'll try to read out a lot of donations. It was just that was the order of the things I read in it, because that's how the reader got to me, but we can carry on going afterwards. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, 7. 7. 7.
That's enough.
Equal to
That's
or lower.
two reduced stamina for the dog.
Mm.
Now down to 3. The dog goes for another attack.
Doggle, please. No, doggle, please.
8. Not enough.
Ah, yeah. Screw
You're
you,
getting
dog.
the upper hand. You see on Pinchpenny's face, he's starting to get a little bit worried as his trusty mastiff is being taken out by this young adventurer with a short sword. All right,
8.
time again.
8.
8, not enough. Maybe this is the chance for the dog to fight back.
No.
10. It is slow and sluggish after the many stabs taken from this adventure. It's not managing. It's limping along on one leg, blood pouring down its side.
No, you don't need to add to this, please.
Small sounds that is like yapping and it hurts.
No, you don't need to do this to her. Haha, fuck it, I got 7. Eat it, dog. I mean, don't describe this kind of stuff, really. It's
Another
horrible.
2 damage. The dog is down to 1 stamina. The dog runs away in terror, deciding to stay alive as much as he can, like refusing to fight till the very end.
Good, thank God.
That's not what happened originally. I'm just changing it because I'm a DM.
Yeah, please
The dog
do.
is not dead by your hand. You can hear somebody laughing and are surprised, not to say a little disturbed, when you look up to see that it's a tax collector. You don't think your pathetic attempts at swordplay are enough to keep Midnight the Immortal Nightmare down, do you? Pinchpenny says with a snort of derision. The mastiff that ran away in the distance now starts to twitch. The wounds you dealt it healing themselves before your very eyes. You don't wait to see what happens next, but take off into the hustle and bustle of the market. Add the word criminal to your adventure sheet.
Okay.
You quickly lose yourself in the crowds and make your way to the Adventurers Guild, following a circuitous route through the back alleys of the city to reach it.
Oh, he ran. Good. So all the wounds I dealt, he healed it. Pinchpenny had a potion that he fed the dog. I get it. I see. Okay. Whew. I'm a criminal. That plays out well.
Oh, what's it to be? The Guildmaster asks, as you examine the quest board. So, what do you want to try? Slime Swine Guttery from the Ratterpillar, accompanying the caravan, bringing Cardinal Zinn, pest control at the mine, obtaining the Hoard of the Black Unicorn, or collecting Cauldron Weed for the Witches of Dream.
Since Nilesy went through the effort of drawing in the first place, let's attack that let's go have a look for that
The
Ratterpillar.
Ratterpillar. We're going to rid the Slime and Swine Guttery of the
I deleted
Ratterpillar.
that.
No.
Can I make a suggestion?
What's up?
Could Simon pick one? Because I drew Simon on one of these. And he's in charge.
Sure, yeah.
So Simon, which one do you want?
He's a pro at these. He's a deft hand at these games. So.
Give him a quick rundown again, just a very quick. Which ones?
Sure.
Well, he says Ratterpillar. Ratterpillar.
Ratterpillar it is.
Okay.
Ratterpillar it is.
He said Ratterpillar. Draw that.
I'll draw that Ratterpillar again.
This should be a straightforward job, the Guildmaster says. Big Boy Snouter wants someone to get rid of something he calls a Ratterpillar that's made itself at home in one of the Razorback sheds. He's willing to pay 3 gold pieces to anyone who can deal with the vermin for him. Do you know the Slime and Swine Guttery at all? If you visited before, you can, but if not, no. You have not.
Oh, no. I refused that job.
You had an option at the time, but you said...
It was below me at the time. But now...
The Guildmaster tells you how to find Pig Boy Snouter's place, outside the city walls beyond the west gate. The Guttery is a little more than a ramshackle hut buzzing with flies, though you notice some sheds on the other side of a muddy field in which Pig Boy and his brother Jowler raise razorbacks.
Jowler.
You can't take the razorback. We are gone and gone and gone. As soon as you set eyes on the 2 men, it becomes patently clear how they got their nickname. And it's not because they're pig farmers. Jowler leads you through the stinking Guttery to a shed on the other side of the filthy pig pens. It's in there, he says, pointing at the shadowed entrance of the barn. It's in there, this Ratterpillar, you ask? The place stinks to high heaven. That's what it looks like to me, Jowler says. Nasty looking thing it is, with teeth to match. I'll leave you to it then, shall I? Without waiting for a reply, Jowler gets back to the business of processing pig guts with his brother, leaving you to enter the shed alone. The only sound is the buzzing of flies. A few dusty beams of sunlight enter the barn through holes in the roof. Watching where you're putting your feet and doing your best not to breathe in through your nose, you enter the shed with your sword drawn. If you have the spelling skill and you want to use it, you can do that, but you don't. If not, test your luck. It's test your luck time.
I'll test my luck. Test my luck. Alright, here we go then. 3, 2, 1, helper! No. No.
Oh
Just
dear.
no. Just no.
Unlucky.
It's a flat out no.
Oh dear. So you reduce your luck
11.
by 1, first of all, down to 5.
Got it.
As your eyes slowly become accustomed to the gloom, you begin to make out the remains of the razorbacks that have been slaughtered here at the guttery. It must be this source of food that has attracted the ratapillar. You suddenly hear a splash behind you as something whips out of the mud and strikes as fast as a cobra, sinking great yellowed fangs into the calf of your leg. Lose 2 stamina points. Your poor leg.
Please, can they
You
stop
have
with
3
my legs?
injuries on your leg.
Oh my god. A dog, a scratched knee, a ratapillar. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I reckon, do you remember that baby? Do you remember the ogre baby? I'm sure
Yeah.
if I tried to take those gold coins off of it, it probably would have attacked my legs as well.
Attack your leg, yeah.
Fucking ankle biters, I hate them.
Yeah. Rythian hates legs. It's not me, it's the bug. Look, I'm very
Rythian
anti-legs.
hates legs.
If I like legs so much, why would we make the ratapillar? There's so many legs. So. Anyway, yeah, that's 2 stamina points down.
Oh my god.
You spin around,
6.
almost losing your footing on the slippery ground, and lay your eyes on something truly hideous and dripping with mud. It looks like a massively overgrown maggot, but sporting huge rodent-like teeth. If you have the world lore special skill,
Here he is.
or you don't. If not, turn to 170.
I don't have any of these things.
Oh
Spelling,
god, you guys want to see it?
We can
It's
see him.
some scary shit.
Yeah, that's what I drew.
It's kind of hard to get a good angle on it.
Oh yeah, no, that works out with what Nelsie's got, yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
With the teeth and
Yeah,
all.
it's a book about lore, true, but it's not specifically a special skill. As you prepare to give the horror a taste of cold steel, it whips its grub-like head forward and spits a gobbet of slime at you. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is less than or equal to your skill score, blah 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 blah.
Okay, skill score. Boop. 9.
Rip.
Fail. Is this the point where I should start fluffing things, Rythian? As a DM, at what point do you start fluffing dice rolls and fudging them? What's that line?
I always play
Never,
completely
of
straight.
course,
Ever. I've
of
never
course.
cheated ever to make the story better. Because I believe in the sanctity of the game, not anything so silly as making the game good or satisfying. No,
The majesty of the dice, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Look what happens to us in the Pathfinder when none of us could goddamn it do one single medicine check for days.
Oh, that was pretty funny. Anyway, rip. So anyway, 312. Your reactions are too slow. And before you can dodge out of the way of the flying slime ball, it hits you on your arm. You immediately cry out in pain as the acidic matter starts. This time it was arm, not leg.
Arm.
As the acidic matter starts to eat its way through your flesh. Lose 3 stamina points.
Oh, god damn. This is not gonna go well.
Yeah, you're printing out pretty low.
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
Having acidic spit must be useful when you spend all day eating pig bones. Where the ratapillar
Yeah.
can ready another spitball, you move in for the kill. The battle begins. Ratapillar has skill 7, stamina 6. Here we go.
Oof.
It is time. You are down to 3 stamina.
Ask it to parlay.
Okay, so
You're going first.
do I attack first?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
So the stats for the ratapillar is 7 skill and 6 stamina. You can
Yeah,
kill it with
7 and
3
6.
good hits. But it's the same skill as you.
Well, I've got one of them. I rolled a 4.
Nice. The first hit is the short sword lancing in and cutting up its side. Gurgling blood and mud spits out. And he slows his pace. In fact, the hit was so good that he's taken such a hit that he moves much slower, lowering his skill to 6.
Really? Ooh. Okay, that's a good way of getting hit in early then.
Yeah, for sure. But then it's going to try to attack. Here we go. Trying to beat this. Beat it. It rolled a 3.
No.
With pure
That's a big
fury and damage, it launches up at you. The rodent teeth digging deep into your other arm for another 2 damage. putting you at 1
Oh
out
my
of 12.
All right. Okay.
And here you
1
go.
stamina.
Final shot.
Okay,
For
here
our
we
hero.
go. I'm gonna if I hit this one, I'm gonna have to do a luck. So let's see how this
Right.
goes. 6.
6.
We hit.
That is a hit.
We hit.
As you strike, you feel this would be the chance, by the way, to test your luck. Because if you're lucky here, you do double damage, which kills it.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna.
Okay.
Oh, but if I fail, it's a half damage, isn't it?
If you fail, it's only half damage.
All right, no, you know what? Test our luck.
Come on.
Oh, my luck is 4. Oh, my luck is 4.
Your luck is
'Cause
5.
we did.
No, your luck is 5. I don't think we've reduced it yet.
Okay. All right, then we go with. Yeah, we go with the luck chance then. Cha. 3. 3.
All right, 3.
It's a
Success.
3.
With a success, he's proven it. He's proven it. With a 3, you end up doing 4 stamina, and at the edge of life, feeling your blood pump out of you, balancing on the knife edge between life and death. You make one final desperate slash with the short sword you got from your grandfather, remembering the lesson he told you when you were but a young boy. Remember,
Measure
grandson.
twice.
If you
cut
ever
once.
go up against a ratterpillar, strike hard, strike fast, and cut off their ears. So as you remember that you go and you slash off the ears fly off, and knowing that it can't hear anything now, you tell them a rude word because they won't hear it anyway. And the blood and mud mixes. The mess that was the ratterpillar now becomes nothing but death and decay. As the ratterpillar has been murdered, and you find yourself victorious over the verminous horror. Thanking
That
your
was
grandfather for
ridiculously
giving
tough.
you the suspiciously specific tip. Exactly. All that long time ago, you have realized that he was indeed who got you, and you remember that if you ever meet him be it in heaven, hell, or life itself, to thank him. And now you find yourself breathing heavy with exertion, bleeding, coughing, with a rough adventure, standing, but victorious nonetheless. The ratterpillar is dead. You cut off its head, sans ears, and carrying it across the pig yard to the guttery. Pig boy and Jowler both recoil when they see what you're carrying, but true to their word, they pay you the agreed fee. And because they're so impressed with your heroism, they throw in an extra 1. This gives you 3 gold pieces and 2 Amanor points.
Ooh.
You are now
Nice,
covered
nice.
in mud and blood, and you probably smell as bad as the slime and swine guttery. You are grateful that your mother made you pack a set of spare clothes.
Oh.
Move the wheel of the week to 1 day. So,
Fire's
move one
Day.
forward,
It's
basically.
Fire's
So we're
Day.
sorry.
Can I request a smile after killing him as well? My guy is just like being so
Yeah.
so.
He said,
It is time you got some. What cost? It is time you got some much needed rest and recuperation. If today is Fire Day, it is. We turn to this particular page.
Oh, interesting. I am a criminal now, so I need to get out of here pretty ASAP. Hey, there's a smile.
A pair of burly guardsmen wearing helmets and leather armor and carrying heavy clubs are walking towards you. If you have
That's
the word
not good.
criminal recorded on your adventuring
No!
sheet, turn to this page.
you do.
I do.
You do. Both guards
thought-
seize you and drag you off to the nearest guardhouse. There you are thrown into a filthy cell for the night without even having the chance to protest or ask to see a lawyer. The next morning,
Lawyer.
a face appears at the bar of the cell door. It is that of Odious Pinchpenny, the royal tax
it is.
collector. If you want to escape this place, you must pay me 8 gold pieces, he growls, his voice full of cold menace. What do you want to do? Pay the tax collector the 8 gold pieces, if you can afford it. But tell him he can leave you there to rot for all eternity, for all you care.
Well, I've got 12. They gave me 3, right, for the Ratapillar?
Yeah, 4. They gave you 4 for the Ratapillar.
4 for the Ratapillar.
Yeah, you were promised 3, but they gave you 4. They
I
were so
didn't
impressed with
add
the
that,
heroism.
so sorry, I did that now.
Yeah, and also another 2 Amanor points as well.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, we have to pay him. This is awful because this could all have been avoided with 3, but now I'm ending up paying 8.
Yeah.
Crime just doesn't pay.
Crime
Honestly,
does not pay. The grifting
Crime doesn't pay.
But the real benefit of the grifting was the
true.
kindness of giving the coin to Rodriguez. Because
So
that's how you learned.
Some crime pays, but not all crime pays.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson, Rythian. Thank you. Yeah. So some crime.
Some
Put
crime
an
pays.
edge on that line.
Yeah.
Just pay the
You
odious
pay the
man.
You pay the fine.
odious man.
Deduct 8 gold pieces. A guard unlocks the cell and you are free to leave. You don't want to waste any more time. After all, you need to replenish your purse even more now than before. And so set off for the Adventurers Guild. Move the wheel of the week in 1 day.
Okay.
Earth's Day.
Is it an Earth Day? Okay.
Yep.
Well, you are very low on stamina. The book isn't actually giving you a chance to rest. But I'm going to say we'll give you a chance to rest.
Yeah,
You
for two money for 4 stamina, was it?
2 for 4 or 1 for 2.
Yeah, I think we'll pay the 2 money for 4 stamina.
Go have a rest in the Adventure Guild. 2 gold pieces for 4 stamina returned. In fact, hearing the story, the Guildmaster is quite proud of you. Pats you on the back and says, "Well, that's a good story. That very heroic. You almost lost your life." Quite impressed am I. Quite impressed am I. Tell you what, you'll not only have the best room at the inn, I'll send you up some free food on the way. So you're going to restore 6 stamina. So you'll be at 7 in total.
Wow.
Excellent, excellent. And let him not forget the name of my grandfather, Grandfather Bappy, and how he told me to strike for the ears whenever you see a Ratapillar around.
Indeed.
The ears are the weak point.
I'll remember that.
Ears.
I'll write it down in my journal of adventuring tips. I've been working on it for many years, and he holds out this large book.
Oh, really? In that case, you
full
can
of
share me
business
some, can't you? Especially about the black unicorn.
In fact, tell me what you're doing next, and I will see if I have any information for you that could perhaps help
Oh,
you.
well, I've heard tale of this black unicorn and how you extract a horn from it. I think that would be a good story to share with me in tune. A tip for a tip.
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do. So you're asking about the black unicorn.
Yes, yes.
And while you're doing
He
that,
reads through, finds some tips. Well, the thing about black unicorns is to remember that they're black, and they only have 1 horn.
I hope they don't have 2 horns, that's for sure. What are you going to say, Nilesy?
Yes, exactly. And also, they always tend to attack from the left. And sometimes, if you want them to be kind, you need to speak to them in Pig Latin. So you need to make sure that you speak in reverse. You know Pig Latin, young adventurer.
I do.
Oh, nay.
Ah, I see what you did there. Elway Unday.
Thank you.
So
Okay,
now
Nilesy,
you
go.
you now
Nilesy needs to say something, Rythian.
I was just going to say, I think in case Breeh dies again, could I have the ability to give 1 reroll on a roll?
Oh.
I see.
Because then it will
And
What do you
save.
think,
Nilesy,
chat?
Nilesy inspiration.
It will
Are we
save
giving
us from a
Nilesy blessing?
horrible
Are we giving a
ending.
Nilesy blessing to get out?
Just
Yeah.
a savior for the next stream after hours is all I was thinking. It was
Getting
a
Nilesy blessing.
it was a black unicorn, right?
Confirmed you are, but it's up to
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Nilesy, when you want to give him this blessing.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a grand idea, honestly, because it only helps me.
Indeed. Find
You're
yourself
so
now.
wise and smart and handsome, Nilesy.
Find yourself standing now at the adventurer's board again. You have managed the Ratapillar. You have attempted the Screaming Sky and ran away. But there's still the options of accompanying the Garrow's Grand Caravan, bringing Cardinal Zin to justice, going for pest control at King Solomon's Mine, obtaining the Horn of the Black Unicorn, or collecting Cauldron Weed for the Witches of Breeh.
Oh, we're going for that black unicorn horn. That's got treasure written all over it.
It's unicorn time.
Unicorn time.
Obtain the Horn of the Black Unicorn? Are you sure? Challenges the Guildmaster. That will be no minor undertaking. Indeed, he would challenge many a seasoned adventurer, not least of all because of where it will take you. If your Amonor score is 16 points or higher,
What?
turn to 3 or 5. In that case, it makes me feel like you should have kept your Amonor point, surely, and not reduced it, because...
Yeah.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you so in that case, you should have 8, I think.
Yeah. Do I not ever
Because
get to spend it again, by the way?
I don't know, maybe.
Because I would really like to keep bracing that skill, honestly.
Yeah. I will do it when it tells us to.
Interesting. Yeah.
Anyway, your Amonor point is
Christ,
not 16 points
16,
or higher, so we're going.
Feels like you really are meant to do every other quest first before.
It feels like
before
kinda,
the unicorn, right?
You just want it because I drew this unicorn, but I'm putting him away for now.
Nah, it'd be irresponsible of me to let you attempt such a quest, the Guildmaster says. Nothing you can say will make him change his mind. Maybe when you have a few more successfully completed quests under your belt.
Dead.
Oh.
If you want to attempt this quest later, when your Amonor score is high enough, you may select that option again. But for now, we go back to the others.
Okay. Alright, so what were the other ones? Not the Cauldron one, that sounds...
Pest control, accompany a caravan, and bring cardinals into justice.
Let's accompany the caravan. Yeah, accompany the caravan. An escort quest. It's not an RPG with an escort quest.
Exactly. Ah, yes, says the Guildmaster. The Queen Garou has a valuable cargo and needs to deliver to Jazar on the southern plains. He's recruiting bodyguards to accompany his caravan and is paying 20 gold pieces each. It won't be a quick job, though. It'll probably take a couple of weeks. I believe he's hired an experienced strong-arm captain to lead the expedition, so you'll probably be all right, if you think you're up to it. If you do think you're up to it, the Guildmaster directs you to the west gate, where the caravan is mastering. If you have a strong-arm armband, turn to 98. If not, turn to 129.
No.
Alternatively, you can not do it if you
I wanted to join the strong arm band.
Yeah. You can wait until later if you wish.
Nah, I don't know how to get a strong arm band, honestly.
No, me either.
It's other than going to the training hall or something.
Well, maybe you should. I don't know.
Is that a choice?
No, not at the moment. No.
No. Because they always said they did like give an option, like, you know, go to the Adventures Guild or go to the
yeah
training. We've passed it, I suppose.
Okay. When you arrive at the mustering place, you're surprised to see that the strong-arm captain the merchant has hired is a flat Barayan Nanak, who arrived in Salamonis on board the same longboat that you did.
What?
It's Nanak. He's back.
Oh,
Ben Boy's dad.
Sorry. Yeah.
Or is he?
Well. If
You
only I'd
report to
gotten
him
that
and
black
tell him-
unicorn corn, I could have gone and seen his wife.
Maybe.
Damn it.
You report to him and tell him that you come from the Adventurers Guild. You're looking for a job, he laughs. Well, I suppose you keep an eye on the women folk at the back of the caravan. You don't see that you have much choice, so you agree and gratefully accept the bag of coins he gives you. 6 gold
Damn
pieces
it.
now.
What an awful job. Oh, well, hello, ladies. How are you doing? Like the mustache? Yes.
6 gold pieces now, and the rest when we return. So you can add 6 gold pieces now.
6 gold now, okay.
Yeah.
What? Feels weird that they're going to give you... maybe you fail, and then you get to keep that
No,
money.
6 gold pieces now, and the rest when you return.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're getting less than 20, because they don't seem to trust you to be the big boy.
True. It's
Le
just that,
Queen
like... Yeah, 6. Nice.
Le Queen Garou, a rotund man with a plaited red beard and his fingers and arms dripping with jewelry, impresses upon you how important it is that you make good speed on your journey to Jazar. You're provided with a horse, as are the other bodyguards, and as Glatanka, the sun goddess, climbs high into the sky, caravan sets out. Leaving Salamonis behind, Nanak leads the caravan along the well-trodden trading route through the Vale of Willow. 2 days out from Salamonis, Nanak calls a meeting of all the bodyguards. Garou has been on my back, he says, keeping his voice low so that your employer cannot hear what is being shared. He's keen to reach Shazar as quickly as possible. Thing is, we could cut southwest through the Cragon Heights. So the hills are home to the tribes of goblins, trolls, and worse. Many loyal to the Lord of the Black Tower, Balthus Dire. Or we stick to the regular route that will take us around the northern edge of the Forest of Yorn across the southern plains. That is also the slower option. So I suggest we vote on it. What say you? The rest of you readily agree. A straw poll is taken, with Nanak and 2 of the strong arms voting to cut southwest through the Cragon Heights, while the rest vote to stick to the well-traveled route. Well, looks like you have the casting vote, my friend, Nanak says, fixing you with a steely gaze. So, which way do you think would be best? Should we stick to the regular caravan route? Or should we take a shortcut through the foothills of Kragan Heights?
Kragan Heights. That's not what my book's about, was it? My book was about the South
Windward
Plains.
Plains.
Windward Plains. Neither of these two routes were the Windward Plains, were they?
Nope, not really.
I mean, I have 7 stamina. I can't really go for the goblin route, honestly. I feel like that's
the long way around?
Long way around.
Long way around.
We're gonna get to
Several
so many
days
times.
later, the caravan is crossing the parched southern plains. Beyond them, further south still, lies the infamous Desert of Skulls, which is said to be home to the mysterious snake-like Karth, and lost cities
Ooh.
buried beneath the sand. The sun is approaching its zenith in a cloudless sky. When you catch sight of an oasis through the rippling heat haze, you judge it to be half a league away.
Thirsty.
You point it out to Nanak. You can trust your senses in these arid lands, he says, clearly uneasy, being so far from more familiar territory. It's probably a mirage anyway. If you have the world lore special skill, you don't. If you want to take a diversion by yourself to investigate the oasis, you can. Otherwise, you don't have to.
Hell no. That's a crazy
You're not going
idea.
for yourself? Okay.
Hell no. That's dumb. If only I had the Willwood skill.
The world lore skill.
World lore. Really feel like I should have read that book, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have done that.
Yeah.
The world lore skill would have probably said like, yeah, it's a mirage, you dumbass. Stay the fuck on the caravan.
Do you want to
Thank you,
know
book.
if the oasis was real or not, or should I just not tell you?
Yeah. Go ahead. I know it's fake, right?
It was
Fake.
real.
It's definitely fake.
It
No!
was real. You would have gotten stamina points, ammoner points, and collected meals from a fruit there as well.
You liar. I know you're lying, really, to make me feel bad. That's fine. I see how we are.
The landscape is a waterless waste. A warm wind is blowing over the plains, piling the sandy soil into rippling dunes. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 393. If you're unlucky... Wait a minute, shouldn't you have luck 4? Because you tested your luck in the battle.
Yeah. Tested
You should
luck.
have luck 4.
Yeah.
So you have 4 luck. And you are now testing your
Alright.
luck again.
Against the 4.
Yeah.
No! 2.
Hey!
Wow.
Well, that puts your luck
Ooh.
down to 3, but you did succeed. Suddenly, noticing a movement out of the corner of your eye, you give a shout of alarm as something bursts from the sand beside the trail,
No.
startling your steed and causing it to whinny. Oh God! The creature standing before you now is thin and sandy-colored, with scaly skin and an arrow-shaped head somewhere between that of the snake and lizard. It stands upright on its hind legs like a man and is as tall as you are. A forked tongue darts from beneath long fangs. The most fearsome of all are its claws. It passes for its hands, each end in a single long talon that is as sharp and as curved as a desert nomad's dagger. Several more of the monsters have emerged from beneath the sand, and now have the caravan surrounded, clearly in search of a meal. You have no chance but to draw your sword and attack the nearest. Gretch! This is the Gretch.
Oh, Gretch. I was thinking like a lamia. Oh, it's a lizard folk. It's a lizard folk. I gotcha. Yeah, lizard folk.
The creature's claws are capable of slicing through flesh and bone alike. If the Gretch injures you, you must deduct 3 stamina points rather than the usual 2.
God.
If you win. Yeah. This is a big one. This is a tough fight.
Well, let's
It's
wait to
getting
see
rough.
its stamina and skill first.
The Gretch stamina is 10.
If only I
And
could,
the
Simon.
Gretch skill is 9.
Oh my God, we're dead. We're so dead.
Probably. Probably.
Wait, you're allowed to flee, aren't you? Isn't that a thing? You're allowed to run away?
Yeah, you can flee. Well, you can flee if it says you can flee. Hold on.
Right, because we're fleeing. Oh, parley, that's right. I offer to parley.
It doesn't seem to want to talk to you.
Ah.
On some
Why is
pages,
it
you will be
flicking
given the
its
option
tongue
of
at me?
escaping. You may only escape if it's offered to you on the page. I'm afraid you are not offered.
Oh my God. Oh well, rip.
Okay.
Absolutely
time.
rip. How are you ever meant to fight this thing?
It's pretty strong, and you are down pretty low.
Oh,
I guess it would have helped if you'd been to the Oasis.
True. All right. Do I get first attack? I suppose I get first attack.
You do get first attack.
All right. And that's a 9. That's a miss.
And a 9 is a miss. And then
That's a miss.
the Gretch turns to attack. That is a 6, which is a hit. Cutting 3 stamina away from you.
Ow.
Putting you at 4.
All right. Let's roll
It
it.
is your time again.
And that's a 6. So I hit. For good that
That's a
is.
hit, indeed. Yeah. Putting him down at 7. It's reversed around.
Do we do
it's
3
10,
apiece?
10 stamina, 9 skill. So you reverse those around. I'm afraid you only do 2 damage to him.
Oh no, yeah, no. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This puts him down to 8 stamina now with that attack. Now it's his turn to try to attack you. With an 11, you manage to dodge his slicey cutters. You manage to leap aside, continuing to fight best as you can. Go.
We're on 4 stamina as well, Nilesy. All right,
No.
here we go.
I think you're on 7.
No, he's on 4.
No, I think you're on 7. Was it?
No,
We
he's
got
on
hit. We got hit.
4. I'm afraid he's on
No, I think you're on 7. Was it?
4.
I'm rolling.
afraid-
I'm rolling.
I'm afraid he's on 4.
I rolled a 7.
I understand the hint. Yeah.
I rolled
Was
a
that
7, so
7?
we hit. We
It's
hit.
another hit. He's down to 6 stamina. So as
The
the terror,
the current stam for Breeh is my that's my roll. That's my reroll.
it's your roll.
I'm negating that. Remember I have the power to negate a roll.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
negating
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
Chat.
You negating
Are we
that.
allowing? Are we allowing this?
yeah, that's
They're
but
all
that's
saying
it.
it's 7. He's on 7.
they-
He's definitely
they're saying
7. I
it's
think it's 7.
Yeah, they're saying
7.
I suppose maybe I was
Pretty
just.
sure it's 7.
Maybe I'm just misunderstanding. Maybe that's on me.
Rythian,
You know
wake
what?
up. Wake
Since
up.
all of chat is saying it's 7, I guess it's 7.
Yeah, there's a lot of chat.
Oh yeah. I think my skill was also 13, honestly.
No, I don't
No,
remember
no,
that.
12.
Don't
No,
think
12. It
that's
was 12.
true.
Sorry,
Don't
not
remember
13. It was
I'm
12.
fairly certain that wasn't true.
I saw one great comment, by the way, Nilesy. That your art looks like West of Loathing.
Oh yeah, thank you. That is very
I
generous.
rolled a 10, which is another miss for this Gretch. As terrifying and scary it is, you seem to be possessed by the power of desperation and destiny as you dodge
Okay.
the attacks with unerring skill. As this fight seems to be going well so far.
I like they all have party hats on their hands on head.
Yeah.
Rythian
Alright.
said they had pyramid heads.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
didn't.
Yes, you
Well,
did.
the flowering of like a lizard thing does have like pyramid-esque shape. Anyway, rolling.
Anyway, go for it.
Ooh, 4. I'm rolling good.
4.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Therefore, it is now down to 4 stamina. And as the fight is going so well, you are filled with surge of confidence. As every step you take, every movement in the sand fills you with confidence, skill, dexterity, and luck. As you restore 1 point of luck through 3 consecutive hits. You get a luck of, 1 more point of luck.
Ooh, the trifecta attack. My
The Gretch
my
is
grandpa
getting-
told me about that.
The Gretch, more like the wrecked, is getting wrecked. And it is trying to go in for another attack. It is done missing you as it now unleashes with a roll of 8, cutting you apart. 3 stamina damage, taking you down to 4.
All right.
Gotta get that luck in, man.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use luck on this one now. Then. All right. So let's go for the attack first to see if we even hit in the first place. Boop.
Yeah.
Hey, 7.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Are you going
then
to test your
The
luck?
luck. Gonna test the luck. Gonna test the luck. I'm testing the luck.
Come on.
He's testing the luck.
10.
You are indeed unlucky,
was
and
3
therefore
tens.
the
It was
damage
3
is
tens.
only the damage is only 1. Therefore, he only takes 3. He's down to 3 stamina. and you have spent 1 luck point.
Oh my god.
It's
That was
looking
probably
rough
not really a
as
good
the
idea,
Gretch
honestly.
grins with malevolent pleasure in your weak attack. It raises its sliced hook hands
Miss.
and wildly attacks.
Miss.
Too wildly as it rolls 12 and
Oh my
misses
God.
wildly as you swing, you dodge underneath, holding on as well as you can. Goes for the leg, but the leg had already so injured, so it didn't work.
All right.
All right, it's time to try again.
Another attack then. Boop. 6. 6.
6 is enough. With
6
that,
is
you've
enough.
done 2 damage. Are you pushing your luck?
What am I on? I'm on 4 stamina.
You're on 4 stamina and you are on 4 luck.
Fuck it, luck.
He's
What, we're gonna
trying
be
his luck.
3? Is it 3 now?
No, it's 4, I think.
Your
4,
luck is
okay.
4.
My luck is 4. All right. Hike. 2.
2!
It's a
and with
2.
a final slap, you remember back to why your old grandpappy told you.
Grandpappy said, what did he say? What did he say this time?
If you ever fight the
Where
Gretch,
was
the
he
most
is?
important part is to cut off its hands. Because if you cut off its hands, it loses all its power, and it has no attempt to fight you, but its venomous bite. Knowing this, your attacks now strike true, cutting off both of its hands, flying to the side of the desert. And as it stands there, screeching in pain as its weapons have been taken out of them, literally disarmed, you leap in with an uppercut stab, the sword crashing through its throat, and you pull it upwards, splitting its skull in two, standing there looking at this Gretch, this failure of a monster, as you've struck it down with the skill and advice given to you by your old grandpappy. You find yourself champion of the battle, victorious as a true hero. The surge of victory infuses you with strength, and you get a second wind, restoring 2 stamina and 1 skill.
Oh, my heart can't take it. It's peaking so fast right now. It's improving my skill, but oh my god, it burns. I hate the desert. I've always hated the desert. So as bad as like water levels, but still.
But anyway, yeah, so he restores 2 stamina and gets 1 skill point back increased.
Okay.
And my luck is 3.
Yeah.
Should have gone to that oasis, honestly.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
As your fellow bodyguards cut down the rest of the reptilian attackers, you consider the specimen you fought. It is emaciated and was clearly starving. Times must have been hard for the Gretch, which is why they risked ambushing such a well-protected caravan. Gretch hide on the desert sands,
protected.
close to watering holes and well-traveled trade routes, leaving only 2 tiny holes for their keen eyes to watch for the approach of suitable prey. Although this group clearly have not fed for some time, there might have been the remains of past meals buried under the sand with them, and those meals might have been carrying treasure. If you want to search the Gretch's hiding place, you can. But if you would rather continue your journey keen to end it as quickly as possible, you can do that instead.
Treasure, eh?
Could be.
Treasure, eh? Well... Yeah, you know what? We missed out on 1 lot of treasure with the Oasis. We can't miss out on 2. That, you know... fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
You won't get fooled. You won't get fooled again.
A fool won't get fooled again.
There
honestly.
could be more Gretch in there.
Nah, it's straight up loot, Nilesy. It's got to be loot, right? Let's go for the loot. Let's go get that loot.
Put your leg in
Dismounting,
first.
you dig about in the sandy hole from which the... What was that, Nilesy, sorry?
Put your leg in first.
Okay.
Oh God, no, please.
Dismounting,
They'll
you
rip
dig
it off.
about in the sandy hole from which the Gretch emerged, and it is not long before you find some bones picked clean of flesh. They appear to be human. However, on a bony finger is a brass ring. You want to take it and add it to your equipment list.
Okay. What am I going to do with it? I've had this trinket forever. Nobody's asked me about that or
Yeah,
been
it's true.
asking me to sell it.
Finally, several days after leaving Salamonis, you reach Shazar. Passing through the main gate, you find yourself on Moon Street. As the caravan makes the final part of its journey, you pass many small, brightly painted huts, as well as spiraling towers and bizarre forms of architecture that seem to have...
Bless you.
that seem to have no rhyme or reason behind the design. Meanwhile, lining Moon Street, you see all manner of gurus, fakirs, and religious cults. Their bodies either
What do you
near
call me?
naked... I don't know. Fakir.
Nothing.
You Mader Fakir. And religious cults. Their bodies either near naked and covered with curious piercings and strange tattoos, or shrouded in voluminous robes so that not even their eyes are visible. Not for nothing is Shasar also known as the City of Madness. The caravan finally comes to a halt in Star Square, which, rather appropriately for such a nonsensical place, has 6 sides. While his servants unload the cargo, Garou sets about making deals with the local traders. You suddenly hear a psst behind you, and turn to see a hobbit maiden, half hidden by the shadows of an alleyway. The hobbit beckons to you, and out of curiosity you go up to her. Have you come from Salamonis? She asks. When you reply that you have, she says, my master needs something delivered for the great sage North Janagan. Will you take it for him? He will pay generously. You can either agree, or you can stay with the caravan.
No, agree. The Great Sage? Sounds pretty interesting, honestly.
Yeah?
Who was the... I don't think anybody remembers the name of the guy who approached us in the first place with, like, the purple voluminous robes, offering to sell us a map. I don't think it's the same guy, is it?
Rizik or Runzik or something, I think?
Maybe. You're not thinking of Rodriguez, are you?
This guy.
No, Rodriguez was someone else, I think.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. He looks like a great sage.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But all right, so you
Jim.
accept the deal. Go to meet the great sage North Janagan. You're sure that Nanak and the others won't miss you for a few minutes, so you follow the hobbit girl along the alleyway to a house with a blue door. Once inside, she leads you up a...
Sorry, just what Simon just said there. No, man, carry on, sorry.
Once inside, she leads you up a spiral staircase to an opulent chamber. You are taken aback when you see who, or what, is waiting for you there. The creature has deep red, scaly skin and a long snout filled with protruding teeth. As you enter the chamber, momentarily lost for words, a long pink tongue darts in and out between the teeth. You have someone for me, Lissa? Says the lizardine, for that is what this creature is. In a low, hissing voice, as smoke curls from his nostrils. Excellent. Crossing the room, its silken robes flapping behind it, the lizardine hands you a parcel in a velvet bag. The money is for you, it says. You must deliver the package to my friend North Janagan. He lives in a tower on Bright Star Street. It is vitally important he receives this parcel. Do not let me down. You promise the lizardine that you won't, and Lissa shows you out. As you make your way back to the
honor
stars...
as a Boy Scout, I will deliver this through hail or rain, through wind or water.
No
This is the
cloud nor
decree.
squall shall stop me. Indeed.
No cloud nor squall shall stop me, you fucking nerd.
As you make your way back to Star Square, you put the parcel in your backpack and then look inside the bag and are delighted to discover that it is full of shiny gold coins. You can add 8
like that.
gold pieces to the money box on your adventure sheet.
8 up to 17.
Got it.
You wait with the other strong arms as Lucan Garou concludes his business, and after spending an evening at Shasar's most famous inn, the Fatted Pig, you begin the long journey back to Salamonis. You arrive several days later. Nanak pays you the rest of your fee, gain 10 gold pieces, before sending you on your way again. Move the wheel of the week 50 days.
How many?
50.
15 days.
15. Okay.
Yes.
So just one then.
It would be, yeah. Because it's 2 weeks on in one.
That's why I said 50. It's like, oh god, what the fuck?
The math checks out.
Heidi! 420!
No, it's
I know
Earth
what I'm
Day.
doing today?
It's Earth Day.
Oh, I was looking at the red one, damn it.
Sorry.
As you make your way to Bright Star Street, your curiosity gets the better of you, and you open the parcel Lizardine paid you to deliver. It's full of a rare herb called Medusa grass that is used in all manner.
Begins. Sorry.
That is used in all manner of magical and alchemical concoctions. If you want to keep the Medusa grass for yourself, you can. If not, you can complete the delivery.
No, let's complete the delivery. The High Sage, he's going to have nice things for us, I bet. And maybe we can finally spend some of this goddamn money on something.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Ugh. 27 money.
There is only one tower on Brightstar Street. On the ground floor is a grand door painted red. You knock on the door and it is opened by a tiny humanoid with black skin, big eyes, and a cherubic face.
Hello.
It is a Cherva. When you say that you are here to deliver a package to North Janigan, the creature ushers you inside. It leads you up a winding staircase to a room at the very top of the tower. I looked up and I saw a herb, so I said flower. The room is full of magical paraphernalia, as well as a library's worth of scrolls and ancient text, and even a complicated-looking brass telescope mounted on a wooden tripod. Standing at the center of all this scholarly clutter is a creature as curious as the lizardine that asks you to deliver the parcel of herbs. Under the robes, as far as you can tell, it is humanoid, but its head resembles that of a vulture. It is a Hamake, a member of a race of scholarly and very powerful sorcerers. North Janigan thanks you profusely for delivering the package, and then says mysteriously, I saw that you would come in my scrying glass, and I saw many other things too. I think you might be in need of this. With that, he gives you some of the Medusa grass from the parcel before sending you on your way again. Now you can add the Medusa grass on your adventure sheet, and you can gain 2 Aminor points.
2 Aminor points?
Yes.
Okay. So a bit of grass and 2 Aminor points.
Indeed. You do not have any swamp snake skin still.
No. Did they?
One of the
have something
quests is
for
to
that
go
as
to
well?
the swamp, I think. So.
Yeah, because the alchemist at the Shrieking Sky also offered that kind of like deal, didn't they?
The sun is already setting beyond the rooftops as the city as you leave North Janigan's tower.
I'm desperate to hit up a shop, Rythian. Any
I
shop?
know.
Is there any way to get to a shop?
It is time you got some much needed rest and recuperation. If today's fire day, it isn't. 24.
Oh. We spend that money, we get the full stam.
If you are adventure, yeah. So you want to do the full sleep? So 2 gold pieces.
Yeah.
For,
Big old
sleep.
sleep. Big old sleep.
All right, that
And
works well.
I'll tell the shopkeep. I'll tell the tavern owner. If you like my Epilogue story, I've got a great story for you this time. There I was, eye to eye with this Gretch, a wretched Gretch, a green Gretch, a horrible, scaly Gretch. And then I thought back to what my grandpappy said. Remember the grandpappy said about the fellow with the ears? Well, this time he said to me, take the hands off. And I took both those hands off. And then when I looked at him, I know he was disarmed. And then I just the head at the same time after this. And that's
Telling the story
great.
pleases the guild master a lot, and he ends up sending you up a great meal, giving you a full 6 stamina return. This lovely, and as well as just having a lovely day refills your luck a little bit as you find yourself now with a total of 5 luck. What a day! What a successful adventure!
Yes.
What a successful adventure!
The end.
No, it's not the end. If today's Wednesday, it isn't. It's not Sea Day either. So there we go.
It's Earth Day. Although, does the day change overnight?
It only changes when it specifically tells us to change.
Yeah, it has to tell us apparently.
Okay.
Not long after blah 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 blah. You can go to the bazaar if you wish, or you can head straight to the guild.
Bazaar.
I assume you want to go to the bazaar. Maybe spend some
Bazaar.
money.
I'll buy a fucking tradesman thing if I have to.
Yeah.
I'll cut through all this red tape with all the money I've got right now.
Yeah. If you have a token, which you don't, or dog bite, which you do,
Yep.
make note of the number 7 on your sheet. All right. So make note of your number. Make note of number 7.
I'll do that, I guess.
Reminder 7.
Yeah, you keep that note. Thank you.
There are all manners of stalls set up within the bazaar, selling everything from astronomical instruments to zodiac readings. Looking around, you make a mental note of the items you think could prove most useful to you now that you're a full-blown member of the Adventurers Guild. You may buy as many items as you want, as long as you have enough money to pay for them. All right, friend. Here are the possible items you can buy. An ancient treasure map for 6 gold. A bag of salt for 2 gold.
Uh-oh. Rythian? Nilesy?
Give him a second.
Okay, you're there. Yeah, it was just him that was gone. All I heard was Bart, and that was it. The sheep took him. That's their word. I mean, we do have to actually like end shortly, don't we? We've only got 15 minutes.
I know,
until, Daltos and Shadow takes over for the 11 o'clock slot for them.
Daltos said we could go slightly late, but I don't know how long you want.
Drinking
said
a
keep
potion will
going.
restore your luck.
Rythian, stop a second.
Yeah.
Can you start from when we joined the stall? We heard nothing. You disconnected.
Yeah, you totally froze up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
We heard
can hear
ancient
me?
treasure map.
We
Bag
can
of
now,
salt.
yeah.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
Daltos, give
I
us
don't- I
an
don't seem
end
to be
time, would you,
moving.
please?
I don't seem to be moving.
You're fine, mate. Just you continue.
Okay, fine.
I see you moving. Yeah.
I don't see myself moving in stream, but fair enough.
Don't worry about it.
All right, I'll just list it down. Ancient treasure map, bag of salt, basilisk skin boots, beeswax, copper armband, empty bottle, length of rope, medusa grass, nose plugs.
Rythian, I can't keep track of what you're saying if you go that fast. I know you've gone through it once, but for us, this is the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
And Nilesie's not gonna be able to draw any of that.
Oh wait, I'm drawing this. Oh fuck.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what you.
I mean, I drew a magic lamp.
I
I,
mean,
don't think that's in there.
The basilisk skin boots sound pretty cool, though. I gotta admit that much.
Okay, I drew those.
Oh god, he's writing it all in. Oh no. Another hour? I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, does Shadow know that you're gonna say that, Dallas? Poor Shadow. Nazi is a fast typer. I'm not a fast rememberer. I can't remember those things. I got basilisk skin boots, and that was it. You don't need salt, you go Rythian. True. More than bag at that point. Oh. Aha. Okay.
I'm sending them a picture chat if you're wondering what I'm doing.
Yeah. I got that picture now. Okay, so let's see. We got some Medusa grass, didn't we?
Yes, you have medusa grass already.
Yeah. Oh, a potion of skill? Do I only get to buy one of these things?
No, you can buy.
Hmm.
You can buy as much as you want as long as you have the money for it.
I see.
Potions are useful.
Okay.
It restores you to your initial, which is your current max, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Potion of strength restores your stamina to maximum. Blah 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 blah. Each meal will you can eat a meal which will give you 4 stamina.
Yeah.
And you can eat provisions at any time you're out of combat.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do then. We're gonna buy the basilisk skin boots. We're gonna buy the ancient treasure map.
Okay.
That's 16 gold pieces. I've got 11 left to play with.
Yeah.
We're gonna buy 1 potion of strength, leaving us with 7. Length of rope, leaving us with 5.
Okay.
And nose plugs, leaving us with 4.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. You guys
No empty
continue.
bottle. No lamp. I
No
would
empty bottle.
recommend
I
picking
keep
up
it somebody.
provisions. I would recommend picking up provisions. That's free for stamina whenever you can, basically. Just chop them down.
Where's provisions in that?
The second page.
Oh, there's a second page.
I sent them to the wrong. I sent them to the wrong group.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Whatever, it's fine.
Two provisions in that case then, leaving us with 3 gold.
All right, fair enough. Cool. Right. What page did you write down? 7. And we're going back to 7.
Oh, is that for the dog bite? Reminder 7. Find a new shelf. Yeah, find a new shelf.
You suddenly spot a pair of burly guardsmen wearing helmets and leather armor. If you have the word criminal, turn to 133.
Nope. I don't. Wait, did we get
do,
rid of it?
I'm afraid.
No, we got rid of it.
How
We
would you
paid the
got-
fine though. I can't
don't
still
know.
be a criminal at that point.
Yeah, that's actually true. You did pay the fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. They wouldn't throw you in again. That's fair. That seems right. Yeah. All right. It's time to go questing again. What do you want to do? You've done the caravan. You've done the Ratapillar.
Yep.
You have tried to do the Screaming Sky. So we have left is pest control in the Salamonis mine, bringing cardinals into justice, and collecting Cauldron weed. You are not yet ready to do the Horn of the Black Unicorn.
Let's do the Cauldron one because I feel like nose plugs might play into that. I don't know why.
Maybe.
I don't know why.
Then we're going to that. Ah yes, collect Cauldron weed for the Witches of Breeh, says the Guildmaster. Well, that shouldn't prove too taxing, as long as you keep your wits about you and know what you're looking for. Can you tell me where I'll find the Cauldron weed the witches want? Oh sure, that's the easy bit. It grows in Bufon Fen, and I have swampland next to the Deal Water, west of the witch village of Breeh. The tricky part is going to bringing it back, since the Toadman of the Fen are very protective of the plants and herbs that grow there. That's why the witches want someone to collect it for them. Mind you, they'll probably pay you a pretty penny if you can get it to them. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the bazaar to equip yourself. After all, you never know when you might be able to get some nose plugs or a length of rope in Bufon Fen.
Oh, I got both of those.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you want to go to the bazaar, you can do that, but you just did that. So then then we just set off.
Yeah. Foresight, absolute foresight in this lad.
Yeah, this guy's smart. Leaving Salamonis, you head north across the Windward Plains toward the village of the Witchwomen in Bufon Fen. Some days later,
Windward Plains is exactly what a book's all about too, right?
Indeed. Some days later, you find the flat grassland giving way to taller reeds, and the ground becomes softer underfoot. You press on until the bulrushes tower over your head, and you enter a muddy clearing. The trails lead away from the clearing through the reed beds. One heads in a northeasterly direction, while the other winds its way northwest. You can't help but notice the webbed footprints that have been left in the mud along the northwesterly trail. Will you head northeast, or follow the webbed footprints northwest?
I guess we follow the webbed footprints since they protect the grass that I need.
Okay.
And also, I'm gonna kick them. Gonna fucking kick them.
If you follow the trail, you get the uncomfortable feeling that you're being watched. And then you catch sight of a large pair of eyes blinking at you from among the bulrushes. A moment later they are gone, but your creeping sense of paranoia remains. If you keep following the trail of footprints northwest, turn to page 95. If you want to return to the clearing and follow the northeasterly trail through the swamp instead, turn to 81.
Nah, we stick to our guns. We keep on going.
Okay.
Foolishly, we keep on going.
All right. Strange croaking noises.
We got plenty of webbed footprints to follow from Nilesy, so...
Strange croaking noises echo through the fence, and you put your hand to the hilt of your sword for reassurance. The ground is getting wetter underfoot, and you almost slip more than once as you make your way along the trail. You enter another muddy clearing, but other than the path you follow to reach this point, there is only one other path leading away, heading north. If you have the World Lore special skill, that's came up multiple times now. But no, you still
Where the hell do you get that thing from?
Maybe in the training area or something that we didn't go to?
Maybe.
Not sure. Anyway, we are moving on.
I guess so. I've got the world thing. I've not read my Longbeard book.
Yeah. Booming croak, which sounds more like a throaty belch, startles you. It sounded like I don't know. I did that. That's not good for my throat. It sounded like whatever made the noises close by. Not wanting to run into one of the Toadmen, a Bufon Fen, you pick up the pace and hurry across the muddy space between the reeds. Test your luck.
Okay. I blame Chuck Frog for this.
Yeah.
Even though they donated earlier, it's one of your lot. Okay, so luck check, you said, and it's a 5.
Test your luck.
Oh, it's a 6.
Ooh, rough.
Just one off.
If only you had, well, yeah, if you had used your potion of luck, I guess you would have been at 6, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. That seemed like a waste, though, you know?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm afraid your luck is now down to 4. And you are also unlucky.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Actually, that's right. I bought a potion of luck, not skill. That's strength.
Had you been in less of a hurry, you might have noticed that the webbed footprints go around the edge of the clearing and not through the middle of it, which is the way you have gone. First one foot, and then the other sinks into the mud, and before you can even pull yourself out, you start to sink. It looks like Bufon Fen will claim another victim this day. If you have a length of rope, turn to 275.
Okay, 275. Is that one of those instant deaths I've heard about?
I mean, maybe. If you hadn't had a length of rope.
All right, Indiana Jones.
Trying to remain calm as the mud rises past your knees and reaches your thighs, you take the rope from your pack and tie a noose at one end. Holding tight to the other end, you throw it towards a knotty bush that is growing nearby.
You
On the third
naughty
attempt,
bush.
Knotty. K-N-O-T-T-Y.
Such
On the
a
third
naughty
attempt,
bush.
as the mud reaches your waist, you manage to lasso the shrub and then haul yourself out of the sinkhole. Back on slightly drier land, you pack the rope away again and resume your trudging trek through the treacherous red beads.
Thank you, you naughty bush. I'll give you a little smack on the way. I know what it wanted.
You press on through the fens until the trail opens up as it reaches a riverbank. A profusion of brightly colored plants grow beside the sluggish river, but which one of them is the herb known as cauldron weed? If you want to pick several bunches of a plant with no flowers and a ragged dark green leaves, turn to page 385. If you want to pick several tall stems that are adorned with bright yellow star-shaped flowers, turn to 405. I find it interesting that you didn't ask what they look like before you left.
How am I meant to know this? That wasn't an
Is
option
it
to
just
ask about.
50-50? Like, come on. So yeah,
I mean, is there any way of knowing what my grass that I have, the Medusa grass, looks like? Because I feel like it's two of the options here.
it just doesn't say. So yeah, either
so
the plant with no flowers and ragged dark green leaves, or it's tall stems with bright yellow star-shaped flowers.
What am I looking for exactly?
Cauldron
Maybe there's a clue in
weed.
the name. Cauldron weed. All right. Considering it's a weed, that's all I've really got going for it. I'll go for the non-flowery type.
Okay, so you're going for the ragged weeds.
Yeah. It's a weed.
Okay, fine.
So.
All right. As you pick the leaves, they exude a sticky sap that smells like burnt porridge. It is really quite unpleasant. Add the ragged leaves to
Sounds
your
witchy.
adventure sheet.
The ragged leaves.
If you had picked the other one, you would have gained 1 luck.
Lol.
Doesn't necessarily mean they are the ones you need, but that's what you would have
Yeah. Maybe it's luck that you picked the right thing.
Maybe. When you think you have picked enough, you stow the plants safely in your backpack and begin to retrace the route you took through the fence. You're considering picking some of the other plants just to be sure you've got the right one, when you're startled by a loud croaking noise and a large bulky shape leaps from the reeds. And
I just got rid of the frog.
and lands on the riverbank in front of you. It's as tall as you are, but its skin is as warty and the color of stone.
Wait, it's that way.
Its misshapen head reminds you of an amphibian, and its hands and feet are webbed too. The creature opens its cavernous mouth and belches out a deafening croak as it tightens its grip on the trident it's holding in both hands. You have no choice but to fight the Toadman. All right, get your dice ready.
Silas, stop it, please.
Silas,
Come in,
please. Skill 9, stamina 8.
Skill 9, stamina 8.
You are in good shape though.
Yeah,
So
I think we can fight this thing.
let's do it.
And that's time. Fuck you, dolls. You can't take it back. No takesy backsies.
No takes baxies.
8.
8.
We got
That
8.
is
We're
enough?
at 8.
That's enough. Yeah, that's your skill. So that's a successful attack.
Nelsie's
attack-
really good to try and Kermit.
Successful
He's had
attack.
plenty of
Short sword
practice.
right into the belly of the Toadman, whose skill is 9 and whose stamina is now 6. Now it itself is going to try to attack with this trident. Landing it with a 6 attack, it managed to stab you in the leg. The very same leg all the time. 2 damage on you. Time to go again.
Not my dog bite.
Right on your dog bite.
Right on my dog bite. Okay, so only hurts me for 2, not 3s.
Yes, for 2.
Okay, that's
It's not
kind of
aggression.
acceptable at least. Yeah. 5. I hit.
That's a successful attack. Bringing
Get
it down
off
to
my
4
leg.
stamina.
Get off my
Doing a very
fucking
big tongue
leg.
attack. Time for the Toadman to try to attack again. Missing with a roll of 10.
Oh,
Managed to
you suck,
leap
Toadman.
aside from it, ripping off its disgusting tongue as it tries to suck on the scab on your leg.
Could you imagine missing as I flail my sword around, getting ready for a really fancy special attack? 6.
6,
My
a
words
hit.
don't come back to bite me in the ass. Yeah.
It is down for 2 stamina. Do you wish to test your luck, or are you
No.
staying steady?
No, let's
You don't wanna risk
take it
anything.
slow and steady.
And it is Toadman's time, and the trident just hits as it rolls an 8, cutting your other leg right on the dog bite, cutting you down for another 2 stamina loss.
You were
There's
an
now time for you
admirable
to
foe,
attempt
Silas.
to finish it.
But it's time for you to return to where you came from, the swamp. 8.
8. That is in fact exactly what you need. And now, remembering the words of your grandpappy, if you ever fight a Toadman, the key is to cut off its tongue, because without the tongue, it loses all sense of vision, taste, and balance, and its main form of attack is eliminated. The grandpappy story of how to fight a Toadman is exactly what comes to mind as you use your short sword to cut apart the tongue, slashing it in 8 pieces each through sheer fast blitz aggressive mindedness, cutting apart the tongue. And as the Toadman stands there, like shaking, completely having lost its balance, you leap 20 feet up in the sky, aiming the short sword downwards. The yellow and red fiery effect as the screen starts blasting. You get the focus on your the camera focuses on your face. Suddenly there's only 2 frames of your mouth being open and mouth being closed as you begin a long monologue in anime style, preparing to stab downwards, and you monologue before the Toad, saying exactly that you remembered how to fight the Toadman, and that's what you're going to do. And now the short sword that was given to you by your grandpappy is going to destroy him hard and fast. And now finally, massive explosion happens. Massive explosions in the swamp as it burns. Fire comes out of nowhere. White hot energy sparks off your sword. And as you land, cutting the entire Toadman in 28 pieces out of nowhere.
God, I'm fucking cool, aren't I? I'm so
And the battle
badass.
is won. The battle is won. Whispering a small prayer to your grandpappy, you move on with your life. Where there is one Toadman.
The tavern keeper's gonna really enjoy that story when I tell it back to him. Word for word, without missing a single part of that.
Yeah. Where there is one Toadman, there are bound to be more, and so you set off at a jog through the marshes. But then the path splits unexpectedly before you. You don't remember coming this way. Which branch of the trail do you want to follow? Left or right?
Left.
Left it is.
Why not?
Left, gang.
I did a 50-50 in my head, went left.
All right. As you run along the... Hold on.
I can't run that long, Rythian.
No, I apologize. It's just the page needs to be adjusted. As you run along the left-hand path, you catch sight of more of the creatures hopping through the reeds to intercept you. You soon find yourself surrounded, and both the way ahead and behind you is blocked by the Toadmen. One of them steps forward, his trident pointing in your direction, and croaks, "None may enter the fence of the Toadmen. Our marsh and herb gardens are holy. They are for no eyes but our own. There is but one punishment for breaking this law: death. If you have the spelling special skill and you want to use it now,
Swedish.
turn to 30. Not turn to 30. You do not have the spelling special skill.
No.
There is nothing you can do
too.
against such overwhelming numbers of Toadmen. You sell your life there, but in the end, you pay the ultimate price. The Toadmen throw your lifeless body into one of the muddy sink pits of Buffon Fen, where your rotting remains will provide their precious plants with a source of food.
Rewind.
No, Rythian, sorry, did you, I said I went right? Did you take that?
Oh, you said you went
page?
right!
Yeah, I said I went right. I said I did a 50-50 in my head, and I don't want to go left. Right.
I see. God, I need to find that page. Hold on.
It was one of the ones you had to somewhat fix. It's Twitch chat. Oh no. They took my crotch.
Hold on.
If you go to page 7, you'll be able to find the Bazaar of the Adventurers Guild. I know that much.
No, it's fine. I can find my way back there.
Yeah.
Just read a donation or two while I figure it out. Hold on.
Oh, that's a great idea. Well thought. Let me see if I can find. Thing is, I'm not sure whether or not to clear the 8 PM ones. Up to 8 PM.
It's up to you, man.
They were never going to read them out, were they? I got
No,
some,
luckily.
I'm sure. Clear to 8 PM. Bam. Okay, so going back to the very start of it, we had £35 from Joshua saying incredible job as always. Kremlo came from space. We had £35 from Claudia Stokes, doing great this year, but you always do. £35 from Hidden Tempest, thank you. Every year it's a great pleasure to be part of such a great event. Thanks for what you guys do. £35 from Pete, keep the change, you filthy animals. You
Give
filthy
the
frogs.
change, you filthy animal.
£35 from a Hungover Rabbit. Wasn't around to donate during the protest stream, so making up for it now. Congrats to all the Yogs for another successful Jingle Jam. Hope you all recover soon. Merry Christmas and all that.
Thank you.
And all that. £35 from Brandon Jackson. Merry Christmas, Mother Truckers. £35 from Reshium. I'm all for donations if it means helping others. Merry Christmas. I hope this helps. It does. It does. Every little bit helps.
You flee through the
Good luck with your-
fence.
3.
Your heart pounding and panting for breath as you, of course, turned right, not left. That must have been me mishearing you. Clearly, you said that you went right.
I went right.
You flee through the fens, your heart pounding and panting for breath. You do not slow your steps until you feel the ground become firmer underfoot once more, and the towering reeds give way to the level grasslands of the windward plains. Eventually, you reach a well-worn track and a signpost, which directs you east towards Breeh. You pass through a range of low hills and cross a rickety wooden bridge that spans a fast-flowing river until you eventually come to the village of the Witch Woman. It is a truly vile place, its buildings ramshackle, its inhabitants a combination of grotesque parodies of life and the aged crones who call this gloomy place home. A foul miasma hangs over the place, no doubt the result of all the potion brewing that must go on here. Witch women keep a wary eye on you as you make your way to the village square, where you announce in a slightly unsteady voice, "You have brought the cauldron weed here." "You brought the cauldron weed here?" asks one toothless hag, bent almost double with age. "That's right," you say. Take the plants you handled from Boufonfen in your pack. Well, what did you pick?
Possibly.
Ragged leaves or the starflowers?
Ragged leaves.
Ragged leaves. We maybe picked the right things.
We'll find out. "Oh yes," says the crone when she catches sight of the ragged leaves. "You have done well. The plights of cauldron weed have been running low for a while now, and either no one's been brave enough to enter Boufonfen to search for the stuff, or they've had a run-in with the Toadman and never come out again. I'll give you 3 gold pieces for it.
Toadman.
And if perhaps
Never heard
you
of
have
them.
a story to tell me of the Toadman, I might be convinced to throw in a little bit extra."
Well, would you ever Adam and Eve it? As the final blow was to be struck, my mind was cast back to a moment when I was on my grandpappy's knee, and he's teaching me a story about the frog and the scorpion, and how the scorpion would take the frog across on its back, and then the frog would just stick out its tongue and attack the scorpion's back, killing the scorpion. And the scorpion turned to the frog and said, "Why would you do that?" And the frog just said, "Bleh," killing it in one stroke. So I remembered when I ever fought a frogman or a frog kind of thing, I would immediately attack the tongue. So what I did was I jumped up in the air, 20 stories high, gold blue aura emanating from my body. And as I monologued, coming down from the sky, striking the frogman into, I think it was 26 pieces. Just 26 pieces, stabbing, cutting, slicing as the frogman exploded. After I'd cut off his tongue, of course, because that's how you defeat a frogman.
"Well, in that case, I will give you 5 gold pieces," comes a shout from the other side of the square. Very well, mutters the cursed witch in front of you. "I'll match that and give you something more valuable than gold into the bargain." "Done," you say. The hag reaches inside her filthy robe and pulls out a black velvet bag. Opening this, she empties 5 gold pieces into the palm of her claw-like hand and passes them to you in return for the herbs. Cross off the ragged leaves and add 5 gold pieces.
Done.
"Now listen carefully," says the crone mysteriously. "To break the shivering curse, 4 things must you find. the powdered horn of a unicorn, Medusa grass, the blood of the shriekers, and the breath of the one that spoke the curse. And if you're ever passing this way again by any more magical ingredients, do drop by.
We have...
Wondering the meaning of the cursed witch's words, you pocket the gold and leave without further delay.
We have the Medusa grass.
We've got the Medusa grass, yeah. We definitely don't have the powdered unicorn or the shrieker thing we failed, so we don't get to have that, I guess, unless it's a retry. The blood of the one that spoke the curse?
Yeah, the breath of the one that spoke the curse.
The breath
the
of
blood,
the one, sorry.
the blood of the shriekers.
I guess
Anyway,
the breath of the one that spoke the curse would have been the when you investigate somebody. I can't remember that quest.
Maybe. Anyway, you gain 2 honor points.
Oh.
We move on.
Well, Daltus did say in the chat, by the way, that maybe not quite an hour. So we could call it now if you want to, for their benefit. He did allow us an extra quest. What say you?
What did he say?
He said I wasn't serious about going past an hour.
Okay, we're not going to go an hour.
Why did he say it then?
Yeah, that was a strange...
Because he's a jokester.
A strange thing to say.
Weird thing to say, but right.
Is he in chat?
I think he might be.
We could just go and do the unicorn quest, or because then that will be definitely the death of
the mustache, the mysterious mustache man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
very quickly.
Let's just do the unicorn quest then.
Nilesy, still louder. Okay, give me a second. Right, yeah, if we could do that, that would be great.
I was scrolling through the donations, by the way, Nilesy, and at one point there was a... Let me make sure I get it correct. There was a £5 donation from Pyrola saying, I'd add 5 gold to your inventory. So...
Thank you very much. No, you've got...
I think that counts, right?
No.
No? Oh. Well, thank you, Pyrola.
Thank you very much. Rythian, you're muted. Maybe that's why...
Yep.
From the sky, a magical angel appears and blesses you with a honor up to 16.
Oh.
And you immediately feel encouraged to go right up to do the...
Let's try and get
quest.
this done in the next 8 minutes.
Wow. Do they also give me maybe like 6 stamina?
The angel...
Increasing the max.
The angel,
Less
whose
banter,
first name
more
is
story.
Deus, first name is Deus, last name Machina, decides to bless you, giving you a total of 20 stamina, 12 skill, and 10 luck.
Okay, let's go.
Overpowered as shit. Let's go then. To the quest board, to the unicorn.
Yeah, indeed, to the unicorn. The fuck, didn't I already go there? 437, of course. Man, this angel, really helpful, honestly.
Very much.
Didn't expect that angel to appear.
This Machina Deus Ex?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
Incredible.
No, that's out of Final Fighting Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, obtain the horn of the black unicorn. Are you sure? It looks at you and it says, well, now that you've been blessed by that angel,
Yeah.
I think you might have a shot. I think you might have a shot, actually.
You're cramping my style, Angel. Go.
Okay. Very well.
What day of the week? Well, I
you.
think the Angel also fast-forwarded time to High Day as well.
Whatever, we'll figure it out. Very well. Well, don't say I didn't warn you, says the Guildmaster. This quest will take you into the Forest of Yore, which is dangerous it is magical. The forest is ancient beyond reckoning, thousands of years old, and full of mystical secrets. It is certainly not a quest to be taken with adequate... the angel, of course. I'm sure.
Yeah, Angel.
Do you know of anyone who could help you? Maybe someone with magic themselves? Well, there's one name that swings to mind. If you want to go in search of Rusnik Olsen to see if he will help you acquire it, you can do so. If you want to go alone, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Nothrig Zane instead. Whatever that person was, we'll sub him in. So yes.
So you are going to speak to Rusnik.
We've got...
Sure. Oh well. Do we have to speak to him? Can we not just bring him with us?
I give us 10 minutes from now. So,
appear to have gone up in the world to each other. Is there anything you can help you with? I want you to help me track down the black unicorn. The black unicorn, it'll cost you 4 gold pieces, and we'll need to help my daughter too. That'll be another 3 gold pieces.
8 gold coins.
You pay the gold pieces easy peasy, so you pay it. And now you will go to 387. So you've got Rythian and his daughter coming to help you. You hand over the money, and Rythian swiftly pockets it somewhere within his voluminous robes, deducts 7 gold pieces. The entrepreneur then hurries through the city, leading you to a back street named Spendthrift Alley, and there enters a tumble-down hovel. Inside, an attractive girl of no more than 18 is using a hand-cranked woodblock printing press to produce more of Rythian's city maps and gazetteers. This is Dana, he says and introduces you. Are you a real adventurer? The girl says, clearly a little starstruck. Rythian quickly fills you in on what you're paying them
An
for, and then
18-year-old should
sets
be
out
out
packing
exploring
a
the
bag
world,
of
not working in a shop.
his own
D&D
curious
times.
items around his home. It appears some short some nose plugs and rope. It might be wise for you to visit the market and see if you can pick them up. You do that quickly.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Got them all.
Got 'em.
Yeah.
Got them all.
Yeah, true. Make a note on the sheet that you were accompanied by Rythian and his daughter, and then decide what you want to do.
Just Rythian.
You are well prepared, so off to 368.
She looks after the shop.
As you leave Salamonis once more, you consider the details of the quest. You must find the infamous black unicorn and take its horn, which you must then bring back to the city and give to someone known as Zenib Atito at the House of the Wyvern in the Mystics Quarter. Finding the black unicorn itself would be a nigh impossible task were it not for one instruction Atito had imparted to the guildmaster, and that is, if you are to have any hope of tracking the creature down, you must first find the silver pool. 4 days after leaving Salamonis, you are well and truly lost within the winding trunks of the ancient woodland. Birdsong rings through the leafy canopy above, while dappled sunlight illuminates meadows of wildflowers and startlingly colourful fungi. You're travelling alone, turn to blah blah blah, if not 408.
I found the
408,
silver
it
pool.
is. Excellent, we found it.
Nice, nice. Good. There it is.
Look at all these, Rythian explains in
poorly.
excitement. There's alamance and purple pervalia and widow's tears, and I do believe that's a bale spot toadstool. We should stop and pick some. They'll fetch a pretty penny back in Salamonis. If you're happy for Rythian to stop and harvest some of these valuable plants and fungi, you can do that, or you can
I'm rich.
advise
I'm rich.
against. Okay, so you just say let's just move, or what?
Yeah, I'm rich.
If you would advise taking anything from the forest, I'm certain you can turn to.
No.
We skip ahead.
Without my world law, I wouldn't.
No
pick it
picking.
anyway.
No picking.
Skip.
Yeah.
You press on through the trees. Within the hour, your persistence is rewarded, or you stumble upon a pool surrounded by banks of moss and shaded by dusk-flamed trees. The water is perfectly clear, and you can see silver-scaled fish darting about over pebbles that seem to shine with a silvery pearlescence. A spring tumbles from an outcrop of white granite, and there it strikes the pool. Silver pairs of water are cast into the air. You feel sure that this is the silver pool you've been searching for. And there you see it, moving through the dappled shadows between the trees, like a shadow itself, and barely making any sound at all. It is a truly magnificent beast, with a velvet black coat, beneath which ripple powerful muscles, and a spiraling ebony horn protruding from its forehead. Your breath catches in your throat at the sight of the black unicorn. It pauses for a moment, and then bows its mighty head to drink from the pool.
That's one big, beautiful cone on that head.
With a barely perceptible nod, Rythian motions to Dana, and she steps out from the undergrowth into the clearing. The black
big
unicorn
old
looks up immediately, and you find yourself
BBC.
holding your breath, fearing that the majestic creature might flee at any moment. It watches the girl as she slowly circles the pool, and when she is within reach, lowers its head so that Dana can pet it. Beguiled by her beauty, it does not resist as the girl places a garland of flowers over its head.
Beguiled by what,
Come on,
sorry?
Rythian says. A garland of flowers.
roses.
What was it
Oh,
beguiled
flowers.
by?
Her beauty.
Ah.
And you cautiously follow as he leads you around the edge of the pool to join his daughter and the seemingly docile beast. The unicorn is at your mercy now, but what do you want to do? If you want to cut off its horn, turn to 381. If you have a change of heart and want to let it go, turn to 18.
Cut the horn.
I mean, I'm not gonna let it go. How am I gonna get the dust that way? Let's go for attack, shall we? Attack the beastie.
The unicorn does not even try to move out of the way as you bring your sword down and take its horn from its skull. A moment later, it breathes at last. Without its horn, a unicorn cannot live. You have done what you set out to do, but can't help feeling that you have committed a terrible crime against nature.
So bad.
Add the black unicorn horn to your equipment list and gain 2 Amanor points, but lose 3 luck points.
Okay.
The
Hey,
three of you set
famous.
off in an easterly direction, hoping to find a way out of the ancient forest as quickly as you can.
I think
Nobody
I'm
feels
infamous,
like
actually.
speaking. And in turn, Dana is quietly sobbing to herself.
Oh God. Oh no.
Several days later, you enter Salamonis once more and set
I
off
don't-
alone for the House of the Wyvern in the Mystics Quarter. It's not hard to find, with his great sun crest carved in the form of the dragon-like wyvern. You knock on the door, which is answered by a servant clad in all black. They do not invite you in, but instead give you a bag of 25 gold pieces in exchange for the horn of the black unicorn.
What do you mean they don't invite me in?
They don't know where you're in.
What? They think I'm evil or something? They think I'm
Maybe.
tainted now? Just because I'm walking around with the horn on my head, proud, like a treasure.
After having killed the black unicorn, you find yourself despondent. You immediately feel like you have not done what you were meant to be. And you remember a story your grandpappy told you long ago.
No,
That
not
if you were
Grandpappy.
ever an adventurer and you ever reached the point of black unicorn, the one thing you had to not do is to take its black horn. Because that took away all your power of adventure. And so, after a night's rest, you find yourself having lost all your appetite for adventure entirely. And you start thinking, what do I want to do with my life? So, you start working in Rusnik's shop. You and Dana start working at the printing press, start printing out paper, and you become a map salesman. At one point in time, your grandpappy and you yourself imagined a life of adventure. But when it came down to it, the harsh reality and the mistake you did of taking the horn from the black unicorn, well, it was too much.
Hey.
The drive
hey.
for adventure that you once
Pick
had
two
is all but
cards.
gone.
I bet I
and
can
you
guess
are
the
now-
second one.
And now you are but a humble map salesman. That said, it is a happy life, albeit unexciting. Ultimately, 5 years from now, you marry Dana and you settle down. It is a beautiful ceremony, and you begin to make yourself a life in Salamonis. So, ultimately, you did not get the adventurous life that you expected, but regardless, your life is a good one. And so, one day, as you are waiting for your wife to have your firstborn child, you sit on the roof of a tavern, looking out into the moon, into the sky, dreaming of what could have been, but realizing that that life was for another man, not for you. You finish your drink, and get down, and get ready to name your firstborn son. The end.
Benson.
Benson.
Little old Benson.
You name your firstborn son Benson.
Benson. No, Ben Boy. What am I talking about? Ben Boy second. Junior.
There you go.
What did I possibly miss that I didn't realize not to attack the unicorn?
To clarify, I made that up. That ending.
Yeah, we have to cut for time because
Yeah, we had to cut.
there's another stream on after us, so we have to end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also a little curious because obviously you needed the horn right for that quest, but now you just gave. Why am I so fucking bright? Look at, I'm basically white. Let me turn off that light entirely.
Well, it could have been. Well, I mean, I don't know. You would have known. You would know better. But like, maybe there was something in like the leaving of the unicorn, and then some kind of beastie came along to attack the unicorn, and you fight that thing instead.
In all fairness,
I don't know.
It didn't even need to go that way because we all know, at the end of the day, it was these boys that killed you. Literally.
Yeah, many Toadman. Yeah.
These
The Toadman.
the chat.
I went left.
The chat killed
Chat.
you.
Goddamn chat.
So yeah, who knows?
Not
Because
Pyrola, though,
obviously,
at
like
least.
once you turned this in, the book just basically like, all right, back to do more adventure. You know, so like I was like, oh, okay, I guess. And I assume at a certain point you would have reached a point where you went to finish it all once you've done all the quests or something. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was something in the Witches, right? You have to get the 4 pieces from like the other quests.
Yeah,
sort
well,
of
that's
thing,
what I
like,
was
you know.
thinking. And one of the things
Yeah.
you wanted to was the
Was the unicorn horn,
right?
Yeah.
So I was like,
I just
oh,
wondered
what
if
that
there
is.
was another way of getting the unicorn horn other than
It was just let it
killing
go or kill
Yeah.
it. But I wonder if letting it go will have given you something. Maybe I'll look that up. Actually, I think I remember that.
Well, somebody said they just had bags of unicorn dust behind the tree, so
Yeah.
maybe
Right.
we should just check that, honestly.
Well, I think we should start going. I'm going to say that our canon end is chat killing Breeh, because I think that chat would like that. And everything after
Yeah.
that was just Bree's death rattle.
That was like the final synapse in my brain, just
Yeah.
like sparking madly before
Maybe I can
they
sell
brought an axe down.
Maybe I can sell maps. I don't
If
know.
you would have let the unicorn go, you'd have just let it go, and then they were happy. You would have gotten them honor points and luck points, but you wouldn't have gotten paid. So,
Right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Guys, don't go anywhere. There's another stream right after this. I'm going to go and give Dotos the stream key and things like that. I hope you've enjoyed this stream tremendously, and this has been the first time we've done this. Bootleg Fighting Fantasy and Bootleg Fighting Fantasy. I hope you enjoyed it. There's another stream coming up. Yeah, don't go anywhere, and we'll see you for another stream on the 14th.
I do just want to say before we sign out, like,
Yeah.
thank you for all the donations tonight. We tried to get through a couple of them as much as we could. There's literally like 100+ donations
Yeah.
that came in since we started the stream. So thank you
And
all
sorry
so
we
much for
couldn't.
donating.
Sorry
Yeah.
we couldn't.
Still doesn't stop
read
right
chat
now.
much.
That Dallas and Shadow are
Yep.
going to carry on throughout the night now.
Yeah.
Keep on donating. Then
So
maybe
it's a
back them
scheduling
to
thing.
Rainbow, and then still
Originally
another day
we had time to go
Yeah,
over
longer.
because we knew this was gonna take a while. But scheduling changes ended up with someone after.
And we want to get
We don't
Shadow
wanna-
in. We want to get.
We don't
Daltos
want
in.
to. Yeah, we don't want to steal any stream time
Yeah.
from Daltos and Shadow. But
Alright.
hopefully you guys did enjoy. As first time we ever did this, I quite enjoyed it. And I mean, yeah, you probably sensed that I was being a little bit extra kind at some point. For what it's worth, all the dice rolls were accurate, but sometimes I just gave him a little bit more rewards than he did normally, because we wanted to make sure that we got somewhere. But it's a long adventure. It's a lot longer than we could get through in 3 hours. I hope you enjoyed Nels's art. I sure as hell did. I hope you enjoyed.
Nelsy, you did such a good job.
I don't know if
I
I
hope you
did because I
enjoyed Bree's
genuinely
role-playing.
couldn't really see much. So take it to Reddit and post on Reddit. I like that, and on
Yeah.
Twitter. That's nice. Twitter's nice as well.
Yeah, if you did enjoy
We
it,
need to go.
please let us
We need to
know
go.
and give us good things. Yeah. Thank you. The book was called Secrets of Salamonis. It was good. Written by Steve Jackson, part of the Fighting Fantasy. I did my best narrating. And yeah, it was great. It was good times. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see
Bye.
you-
Have a
see
good
you.
rest of Jingle Jam. Still more
Bye.
to go.
Bye.
Still more to go.
I'm frozen, but I am waving, Chad.